Alrighty, what's up? Dude, what's going on, everybody? Welcome. Fuck, it feels like it's been an eternity in one stream to the other. But, let me tell you, it has been a crazy start to this year. Thank you all for being here. We're good? Okay. Oh, yeah. There's always a fucking hiccup, man. Anyway, we start from the topic. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream. Thank you all for being here. Appreciate the support as always. You guys are the best. It has been a while. Yeah, we missed last week, unfortunately. So it's been about 2 weeks since the last time. I mean, yeah, not much has happened, unfortunately. But look, dude, keep reiterating myself for a reason. I am still having fun. It's my level of activity has been up and down, not because of the status of the game. It's my personal stuff. It's crazy. But I'm still having a blast, dude. There, believe it or not, for those tuning in for some portion, excuse me, of this stream, people are still having fun with the game. Reaver is still not a joke, and clearly from the last time you guys saw me, you can understand why it's, why. But dude, I mean, it's still a fun game. There's still a community in there. People are just there's the mix amount of people that are still active as ever. There's still a couple that are just collecting dailies and just waiting for something, and then there's those who are laying dormant and literally waiting for that result, or excuse me, for the final verdict of what the hell is going on with this game. But before I get to myself, way to start the stream is always a huge thank you to all of you that are always coming back and just supporting the channel and interested in just hanging out and just catching it podcast style. So that's always very, very appreciated. Really appreciate that support. Just sucks, that things have been very stagnant, but means that there's still a game to play. It seems that we are still able to quest certain things and have fun. So the way to keep touch with everybody. Anyway, oh yeah, mosey on over to the description of the videos, of the streams, find ways to support the stream, support the channel, and then visit and reminisce on the I guess you could say the most consistent content creators. Unfortunately, we lost a few. No, I shouldn't say lost. A couple just stopped providing content for many reasons. In the descriptions, you'll find their links to their accounts and whatever videos they have available. Check that out. That stuff out. It's pretty fun. And yeah, if you're listening to this at a later time, thank you for making time. I appreciate it. And yeah, how are you guys? How's everybody doing it, by the way? How is everybody doing? Let me tell you, on my end, things have been fucking crazy. Not so much in a good way, more like there's a lot of I would say reality checks. So I think above all, the scary thing is that there's been a lot of dying, and like above below says, "R.I.P. Taylor Hawkins." Dude, I'm fucking I'm sincerely devastated with that loss. That really hurt. That really hurt a lot. Just because that guy was a very well. For those who don't know, you're new to the channel, or maybe don't remember. I play drums, drummer since I was 14. And Taylor Hawkins was definitely someone I underestimated. And as you know, that happens when you're ever new to something. And then as time went on, I realized that wow, this guy has a lot of. He's very unique. He's a good singer, huge Queen fan, and it's a very devastating end to his life. I know he struggled. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody out there with the comments or anybody here live, I believe he had a drug issue at some point. He recovered from. He bettered it, and then I believe that probably was the reason for his passing. But either way, he was a phenomenal person. I know that he was very driven by the fact that he had a huge fan base. I don't think he ever really understood how good of a drummer he was. You could just see that in his eyes. There's certain drummers out there that have that confidence. Let me tell you, and that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you feel confident with what you do, that's a great thing. You should feel confident with what you do. Period. But I feel that Taylor always doubted himself because he was really fucking good, and he was around a lot of really fucking good people, but it just was always like he just couldn't grasp it. That's just because he was a good person at the end of the day. And mind you, I've never met the guy. I don't know Foo Fighters in and out, but you can just see it in someone's eyes, where they're just. But you know, just unfortunately, it happens. We lose the greats, and then we just realize what we lost after their past. You know, that after their passing and stuff. So, anyway, yeah, I've been listening to a lot of Foo Fighters recently. I wish I could play them tonight, but I don't want to get my channel banned and stuff. Okay, anyway, we're here for some Dawn of Titans, some chit chat. I gotta open up Discord eventually, but I do want to just say again, thank you all for the constant support and everybody's interest into the channel. You guys definitely make this happen. I have a blast always bringing a stream. Just wish I had the flexibility like I used to. Alright, let's get Discord open real quick. Got Discord open, and before we start talking with Discord, let me get the link ready for this. So if you're watching this a couple days later, you might not be able to access this link because it has an expiration on it. But anyway, for those here tonight, want to if it's your first time, yeah, hang out. Click in Discord, join the server. If you want to listen to this live, you would join the waiting room, and then I would drag you into the live chat with me and with my Thou guests and I. And then yeah, I think that's about it. Intro. I don't know. Anyway, oh, actually, I have a huge request. Let me know how the sound quality is. That is my biggest pet peeve. And here's the thing: for those who ever want to get into streaming, if you're on a Windows device and they get the updates, unfortunately, it resets a lot of the settings. So whenever you get your OBS set up, you gotta make sure you remember all those little details that you added, because it will throw everything off. But if you don't give a fuck, then I apologize for wasting your last, 6 seconds of your life. Anyway, let's see. What do we got going on in this? I'm sorry, this fucking device is going crazy. Okay. Let's get into some DOT, dude. Whoa. Okay. Did you guys really expect anybody else Come on. Obviously, yeah, I got my boy Zeus here. This has been my standard go-to setup. It's been taking everything out. I've been putting up a good fight against those P10 Reavers, but there's something I'm missing. I think it has to do with the spells. But ultimately, this is a pretty good thing. Now, here's the thing. Okay, here's the thing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right there. Okay. This relic is kind of weird. So, for those who have been playing the game,
you're actually loud and clear, better than before, bro.
Perfect. Thank you, Rage. Appreciate it. This I didn't realize how good this relic was up until I was kind of tinkering with like you know, my combinations. See, okay, time out. First and foremost, let me address the chat. We got Jansen House. Says he'll be back in like 10. Smash the like. Appreciate that, dude. Always appreciate that. Rachel Patience says what's up. Buffalo says what's up. ETI, yeah, ETI, what's up? Been good. Monty Snake says what's up. He says A with a billion Y's. Monty, it's always great to have you here, buddy. I hope you're well. And nice to see you, man. Thank you for coming by. Anyway, with this relic, it's tripping me out. Obviously, I miss out on the synergy, but if I'm not mistaken, at the end of the day, this relic provides 100% elemental damage boost group. And I say 100 because it's 50 from the first skill, and then the other 50 for the second. And then what really got my attention was the fact that this is giving 50% armor boost. Now that 50 makes a difference to me, right? So that's why I've been using it, and so far so good. When it comes to like the Reavers, dude, it's look. Let me tell you something. Yes, the reskills were kind of boring for me. Maybe a lot of you might agree with this. Others absolutely hated the reskills. I think the game purposely had gotten us used to weekly, you know, the turnaround was always a weekly thing. I don't think that was really a healthy thing, honestly. But the point of this is, I have, from what I am gathering, the direction that the game was going was pumping the brakes on how you played. It wasn't so much based on speed. You could still have a good time, you could still get good results if you timed the attacks correctly. And I felt that everything that was at P10 on defense and P10 on offense, it was meant to turn into like a slugfest. You know what I mean? The debuffs happened at P10. The invokes were drastically increased on P10. So on and so forth. You know, you have the chess pieces. They were only good if your Titan was at P10. So like obviously, yeah, they stuffed it down our fucking throats. P10 everything. As they should, whatever, it doesn't matter because that's what metas do. But yeah, dude, it's been interesting, kind of just playing around. People might think, oh yeah, Zeus doesn't cut it, but you know, you have to read the skills. You gotta read it by word for word to see what those skills are really enhancing, and then you gotta get creative. You know, I was actually putting up a good fight, but I just couldn't win against Ken Reaver. And I was going into the battle with Spearmen and Goliaths. And the reason was their health pool was so big that it was buying me time so that I could get creative and, you know, move things around and spawn this and that. But at the end of the day, dude, Reaver does do a lot of fucking damage. And it's not supposed to, I don't think he was never meant to be a quick fight. But anyway. So this is my build. This is the one I've been using for a while. It's fun. Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, and what are we sitting at right now? Second, pretty good. You know, it's funny because I feel that things have gotten so competitive at this point, where like new skills and new habits are getting refined. We no longer play just to like play. It has to be a little bit more purposeful because the higher the rank, the better. And so I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, Monty Snake, dab dab dab. Ratio George, what's up, man? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I will say this though, the number one thing, my biggest pet peeve, is this part. Look, double click on the Storm Daughters, double click on the regular maidens, and that would also apply had it gone the way I would have loved. If Zeus would have had corrupted maidens and omegas, you click on either of those Storm Maiden variants and you select them all, and I think that was the biggest mistake that this game didn't address. Because every troop has a different purpose, so you need to be able to micromanage. You can't just, you shouldn't be able to do that. Select them all. They don't do the same thing. You know what I mean?
Hey, Churro.
What's up?
With that said, I was leveling up my Cerberus, and he comes with the Omni Spearman, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can double click the Omni Spearman and move them away from the regular Spearman.
I don't know.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that yesterday. Now I'm not sure if the regular Spearmen were still tied up in battle, and that's why they didn't move. Because you know how sometimes you click on something and it doesn't move because it's engaged.
Right.
But I did notice that, and I was thinking about you when I saw that. I'm like, ooh, Churro's been bitching about this for months.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
But yeah, but I think the regular Spearmen were tied up in battle. That's why I was able to pull the Omni Spearman away. I just luck of the draw, I guess. But I know what you're talking about. That would be a nice feature.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but that also just emphasizes the difference that those troops that variant has, because the I don't know, for me, in my perspective, I feel like the Omega Spearman move quicker than the regular Spearman. Same thing with like the corrupted Spearman. It's such a big pool of troops. I feel like they move slower.
Oh yeah,
they're super sticky. You know what I mean?
Yep. So. But you notice, we all try to level up stuff that we had on the back burner. That's what I'm doing. Like, I forgot about Cerberus. I'm like, well, he's a defender. I could actually use him, So I'm leveling him up. And I forgot how fun it was to play with all these ones I never got to spend time with. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Because I finished up Zeus. I finished, a whole bunch of them. I got 2 Corathans done, But I had fun leveling them up because they're slightly different. They're not an Everdor. They're not a fucking Calvarax, but they were still fun to play. And the fact that I spent time on them, leveling them up like we did before, there's no rush. I think that's the biggest point. There's no events, so there's no hurry to get another one,
Yeah.
So what do you do?
Exactly.
Level up what you got,
Yeah. Dude, that was pretty hard to keep up with, man. You know what I mean?
It was. That's why.
Turnaround.
Well, check this out. My Gaia, my Beowulf, they're like level 55 or 52. I never did prestige game, which thankfully I didn't. But there's a lot of Titans that I got in the 50s, and then I stopped because the next event happened, and I was trying to get the next. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, absolutely. That was years of that, bro. And then there was like, I think the worst iteration of that was during the. This fucking device is pissing me off. What the fuck? Hold on. I think the worst iteration of that was during the Hordepocalypse. I don't think you were around for that, but that was fucking terrible, dude. Because like, you know, we got what did we get? We got what was it, champion Anubis, right? Complete meta reset. Boom, boom, boom. And
I
then
think
we
I did
got
come in after.
something or whatever, and then we got Sobek, terrible fucking Titan, garbage fucking Titan, dude. And then we got you know, Bast, and the Bast was the best attacker and the best defender, but she sucked as a solo Titan because she had this really fucking annoying thing where she would turn into like this like shadow boxer, just like the Panthers do, which is a funny thing. We all cracked about it. You know how the Panthers like constantly just like get stuck and they're like trying to do something, but it looks like they're shadow boxing. Well, Bash did the same thing as an infiltrator.
Shadow boxing is a good way of putting it.
You know? Yeah, dude. And then on top of that, when she would like start like, you know, doing her swings and stuff, she wouldn't stop swinging. She just kept going, and she wouldn't hit anything. It's like, oh my god. So the thing with the Horde, that meta of the Egyptian Titans, up until Osiris, well, even with Osiris, the Titans were useless because the Horde were doing everything. The Titan would just get in the way, and everything like that, you know. So, and then I think I feel, for me, my only good experience with Osiris at the time was using him with all Storm Maidens, because I would just use him with all Omega, because you would use them as a meat shield. They had all the damage, they had all this and that, you know. But anyway, good old days. Good old.
Yeah, I think I came in right after that, because when I came in, what was it? Right before, it was August 2 years ago. Well, 2.5 years ago.
Oh no, dude, that was probably the Horde thing was probably 2 years before you, man.
Oh, okay.
You must have popped up around when like
2021. 2020.
Yeah, that must have been
August 2020.
I believe.
I came in right after Zabava because I missed Zabava.
Oh, damn. Zabava was 20 years.
Yeah, 2020.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you came.
Yeah, I came in. I came in and I didn't finish the event because I didn't know any better. I didn't know that finishing events was a good thing. So, yeah, that was pretty cool though.
That was the end of the War Gods. So you were like, that's when Hachiman was like the defender. Dude, Hachiman was a revolution for this game, man. Let me tell you. That shit was crazy. The fact that, you know, his defense countered spells and Omegas, you're like, holy crap, I really got to pay attention to how I attack. That shit was fucking nuts, man. Okay. Oh, that rogue. Do that free spell stuff. I like rice. What's up, man? Or my dam. Welcome to the stream. Just chilling, reminiscing. Go, let's go. Come on, come on. There you go. There we go. Got the other ranger. So for those out there wondering, why did I put that one? So, okay, let me go back. I'm not a big fan of like all those unique ZEUS relics. I think putting them all together with the Staff of Iron and the Bishop, I think, is a waste of time. Just because they don't offer the same type of benefits as if you were to there we go. Just similar to what's her name, the Nexus. So I think for me, what I felt is that in the rescaling of ZEUS, people have underestimated the power of the Storm Daughter. Those things are fucking vicious. and the debuffs are a real fucking issue. Fucking difficult to keep up with these fucking titans that have all those crazy ass debuffs. Okay, there we go. See, look, there's 10 right there, but the Storm Daughters show up. The thing with them, and then they get frozen. They deal melee damage, but they don't have charge damage. I think that's one thing that's missing. They needed the charge damage. But, out of there. Go. This kind of too slow too. Boop, 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 boop. Boom. See? There we go. Too bad. What have y'all been up to? That's my biggest question. Everybody that's here tonight live, I would love to hear your feedback. Like, what's your point of view with the game? Like, what's everybody been up to? You guys just collecting?
Yeah.
Rage, what about you, man?
Waiting.
Talk to me, man. Come on.
Waiting.
What are you up to?
Waiting for the end to happen, whenever that is. I don't know. We're just gonna hang out to the end, dude.
Yeah, man.
I asked our crown. I was like, dude, why don't we go to Legends? He goes, dude, we lost so many power players. He says we can't compete in Legends and try to get in the top 5 because we don't have enough VP grinders. You know, because a lot of people have either retired or left the game, or, you know, like we have 10 solid players that could grind VP, and I'm one of them. And yeah, we could do that. However, the other 30 people in the team, you know, or 40 or whatever it is, they'll do the minimum, like 1 or 2 million for the whole week. Well, that's not going to cut it if you're trying for top 3 in Legends. You know, you got to have the whole team involved.
Dude, yeah, especially now.
And I think that's the struggle with a lot of teams, and that's why you see a lot of mergers going on, a lot of combinations, a lot of teams are dissolving because they're trying to, you know, maintain what they've had, but yet you got attrition happening. People are leaving and not coming back. I mean, I lost a whole bunch of friends already, you know. Sad to say, people just choose not. Yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna hang my hat up, you know. It is what it is, dude. And it's gonna keep happening too.
Yeah.
Like how many teams do you know now are actually warring with each other? You know, traditional rivals and stuff. That's kind of going to the wayside. It's more like survivability of your team. You know?
Yeah.
How do we recruit? How do you recruit in this new environment?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I still, you know, I still do see a lot of big names out there, a few. I see a bunch of those big teams and stuff. But I think that it's one of those things where it's like a lot of people have gotten used to the game and they're just hanging out, you know? I feel that there's a lot of what's the word? There's a lot of up and down, I guess you could say, where it's like 1 week people will be really active and then the next week people won't be, and it's just like, oh yeah, dude, I'm down. Like a lot of us know how to grind for VP, a lot of us know how to grind for souls, right? Because that's what we used to do.
Oh yeah.
But I think right now the thing with the game is that like it's just it's at a point where you're just playing with what you have and you're gonna just make the best out of it, you know. But dude, there are still some out there, man. There's some big hitters out there. They're having a good time.
Yeah, the only drawback with that is because we've taken on a few players from the lower leagues, and they're like, you know, level 30 players.
Mm-hmm.
And then I had this one guy in a group chat. He's like, well, I only have 3-star Titans. And I'm like, oh my God.
Well, that's a problem.
I was like,
that's it.
I was like,
how else are these people going to get 4 stars?
That's my point. I was like, the guy's still playing the game, even though there's no events, even though I was like, wow, he's a trooper. Because the likelihood of getting any 4-star Titan, you know, I mean, you can get it from logging in daily, you know, that 28-day chart. You
Right.
can get a couple of Titans in that. And if your team gets in the top whatever in Legends, if you happen to be there, but that's a catch-22. Will you let a level 30 player with no 4-star Titans join a Legends League team? I mean, he's just gonna get beat to shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His castle's gonna be bubbled the entire week.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22.
At that point, yeah.
Yeah, and 22. I mean, you could beg I've already put in 2 requests for Growth Urn and one other Titan that I'm missing from the Pantheon, and they've already turned me down once. And I'm like, how come all these people are bragging about getting? Oh, and by the way, I saw a team. One guy had 8 P10 Oceanuses. How is that fucking possible? Tell me that. There's only one answer. How do you get 8 P10 Oceanuses? I fucking counted it. And that doesn't count how many Korthans and Chronoses the fucker had too. He had like 10 of each. And they were all P10. How the fuck is that possible?
I mean, people could still be
I'm just
wailing
saying.
out, dude. Imagine. I mean,
No, how do you wail out that much? Was Oceanus ever offered?
well, I mean,
I don't think
well,
so.
if he has 5, that means that they came in.
No, he has 10. He has 10 of them. Or 8 of them or some shit. It's a ridiculous amount, dude.
Yeah,
It's more than
kinda
5.
weird. That's kind of weird.
I personally counted 8 Oceanuses, and I didn't even count the Korthans and the Chronoses, because that was the rest of them. And they were all P10. I'm like, do you know how many Titans it takes to P10 something? Jesus.
Yeah, that's kinda
But
weird.
anyway, no, I think there's only one answer, and there's no way.
I mean, if that's a pretty ridiculous thing, because he's definitely not in those the ice relic. Not in the pool of fucking ice token.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you could whale it and keep buying. If you dumped a couple $1,000 and pulled all those Titans, but the likelihood of a whole bunch of people on the same team doing that, I don't think so. It wasn't just one player; it was a whole bunch of them.
yeah. Fucking bummer, man.
Like if you see one guy loaded out like that, you can say, "Oh, he's a whale," right?
Yeah, like.
But when you have a
Earlier
whole
this
bunch
year.
of people on the same team like that,
Mhm.
I'm like, something's fishy there.
Yeah, it's interesting though, because here's the thing with Dopey is saying is that I got all my 4 stars from red gems and I bought a few red gem packs. Right. But the
Yeah.
thing with that though, it's like he's probably got a good. His chances of having a good garrison defender is really high because you need Reaver, and if you're gonna be buying gems like that, I mean, again, it's your choice, your money, which one.
Yeah.
No matter what the fucking.
Oh, yeah.
Do you?
Exactly.
You just fucking buy the gems and you fucking do the dailies and just pull, and your chances of getting a copy of Reaver are good, So, don't be saying that I'm a level 30 something player, Legends, but I paid money for some red packs. Or I saved my gems. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Damn, dude. I mean, for like Dopey, if you would have joined a year earlier, holy fuck, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's unfortunate, man.
I've done.
You missed out. There's a bunch of relics out there you missed out on. But I mean, if you're doing fine, fucking have it.
Yeah.
He says he's at his Reaver's at P6 right now. One Titan away.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Bad at all.
That's not bad at
But
all.
here's the problem though, Dopey. Let me tell you something right now though. I will say this: if you pull for one more void token and you get a Reaver, this is the problem. He counts for 2 spots in that prestige slot. So if you use him, you actually miss out. So pulling a Reaver right now would actually be a hindrance because you would use him to get him to P7, but you're missing out on that on that other slot that he counts for, and it doesn't overlap with like farm. I think it's just a shame, dude. Shame. That's one. I mean, again, things that we discussed too, and that we're just reminiscing today. But I think that was the biggest problem, was the fact that they never properly cleared that up. If you put, you know, for example, again, Reaver. If you put a Reaver into a Reaver on the first prestige, he should count for 2 levels, not 1. That should have been addressed from the beginning. So if I'm you know, at, you know, whatever, doesn't matter what level I'm at, as long as I unlock prestige. If I'm gonna prestige my Titan and I have a duplicate copy of it, it should count for the first level and the second level, because it's 2 slots that it's going for. And that never happened. That was a fucking big problem. Yeah. Yeah, dude. Baller. Dope is a baller.
Yeah, I'm having fun. Oh, by the way, did I tell you what I did recently? I've been spending my DGs, man. I went in and bought like 4 or 5 relics for 1,000, and I got another Stormbringer, basically I have all these defending Titans, right?
Right.
And I didn't have 5 stars for them. I needed another Stormbringer. I needed another, what's the one for the anyway, so I got a bunch of them, and now I'm leveling those up too. Dude, I needed one for the Paladin, I needed one for the Infiltrator, you know, just extra 5-star relics. So I went ahead and spent 1,000 each on them and got like 5 more.
Yeah.
And then and I bought what the hell was it? I bought the Bishop too.
Yeah.
What's the one you used for Calvarax? The Bishop?
Bishop, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the Bishop for Calvarax finally, because I had a reason to. Before I didn't have a reason to. I was like, I'm just going to save my DGs until I have an excuse to use them. And then I realized that my Calvarax would be better with the Bishop, so I went ahead and got it for him. Because I already have the Queen for Corthan, and I have the Dragonfly. You know, I have a bunch of other ones I already use. But he was, you know, now I'm collecting DGs again to buy my next one. You know what I'm saying?
There you go. Yeah, your return was 2,300. Please don't spend any more on the game, bro. It's not worth it right now. Just do your dailies. Collect all your portals.
Yeah, it's almost it's damn near free to play right now. Mm-hmm. You know. Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously, if you're impatient,
I'm sorry to cut you off, Rage. Let me say this, Dopey. I'm gonna have to ask you this: have you requested any Titans or any relics through customer support? If you haven't, I do have 3 that I would like for you to make sure to have, because those are gonna enhance your gameplay for sure. If you haven't requested anything, let me know. Or if you have, fuck it, keep asking. Anyway, Rage, sorry to cut you off, buddy. What were you saying?
Oh no, to what you were saying, I'm on my 2nd request, and they haven't closed the 2nd one out yet. But what a lot of people have been telling me is, you know, you might get denied 2 out of 3 times. So as soon as they close out your request, open up another one, and it'll take 2 days for them to answer you again, and just keep doing that every other day until they give you something. And don't get greedy. I asked for like 5 or 6 different things on my first request, and they flat out denied it. So this time I asked for 2 Titans, Growthern and one other obscure old Titan that I don't have from the past, to finish out the Pantheon. And that was my whole reasoning for it, right?
Right.
I'm waiting on that request to get answered, because they do look, sometimes, I'm not certain they do it all the time, but I think they deny a lot of people's requests if they look at your account and see you already have it. They're not going to give it to you. But if they don't look at your account, and you get that one guy that likes to give out freebies all the time, you know, that one guy everybody's talking about, the unknown dev or whoever, or customer service rep, that guy is the one I'm hoping to catch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
the guy who gives out shit and just, okay, we'll just close this ticket out and give him what he wants. Because I do believe there is one guy in the shop that does that. And you just have to, it's luck of the draw if you get him or not.
Dopey.
You know?
Okay, I would say 2 out of the 3 relics. You have the Staff of Iron, and do you have Cult of Sacrifice? If you do not have those are the ones you should be asking. The thing is that this game was always a what's the word I'm gonna say? This game was a an attacker's game.
Whale of a time. Just kidding.
Well, it was a whale of a time for sure, but it rewarded the attacker more than the defender. The defender, you know, you were just looking for someone that was gonna, you know, waste time and stuff, and you would win, but it was always a performance kind of thing. It wasn't easy. It was not easy for sure. Let me see. Hold on. But anyway, yeah. If out of all the relics you should ask for, in my personal opinion, I would say Cult of Sacrifice and definitely Staff of Iron. And the thing is, at the status that the game was left on was the rage spell was definitely the way to go.
The fate,
the damage. Yeah, the damage. Dopey says, I said I wanted Oceanus and Nexus and some relics, and they said no, but after the second time asked, they upped the payouts on dailies and end of season. I asked really politely, they said no, and I was like, screw it, I'll just play the game. Fuck, dude. Had you only been in this game a year earlier? God damn, dude. Loyal one, man. Fuck. Not fucking fair, dude. Fucking sick, man. Fucking sick. It's just so crazy to me. That's just the thing, you know, with the game. Again, for all those listening, I guess we're gonna turn it into a little bit of a rant for the first hour or two. But dude, this game is just it's hard to move on to another mobile game because of what it offered, man. There is no other game like this. Yeah. Anyway, good shit, dude. Fuck. That's fucking lame, dude. Well, I don't know. I encourage you to ask again. Copy paste.
Yeah, what most people are telling me is you get denied more than you get, you know, gifts from the devs. So you just got to keep persevering and keep putting those requests in. You know, as soon as one closes out, open a new one. And of course they can track that shit. And I don't know what their criteria is for giving you free shit. We haven't figured that out yet.
I just think,
but I'm pretty sure they have I think they have the ability to look at your account and see if you already have it. But I'm not sure if they do that for every request because that takes time, and I don't think they have enough manpower to do that. You know what I'm saying? I think they randomly check your account. Like every 5 or 10 requests, they might double check the account to see if you have the shit or not. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. I think they probably do that.
I think it's random. You may be the person that they check, or you may not, and they may just say no every time, or they may say yes, like that one guy, that one invisible guy that we were talking about that happens to give out shit to some people. I don't know. I hope to get that guy, and I'm gonna keep requesting until I do. Yeah. It can't hurt. It don't cost nothing there to request it, you know.
True. Yeah. If there's any developer out there that's with the game that thinks that is, you know, there.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna make a lot of money if and when everything comes back to a revamped version.
If they reset it and continued on where they left off, that would be perfect.
I think all of us, and I feel like a lot of us agree, the easiest thing, because we want to emphasize the fact that there's still a community here for this game, is just literally hit the switch, turn on all the fucking events from the year prior. Just run it, just rewind. Literally, copy paste.
Recycle it. Yeah.
Recycle.
Just go through the motions all over again, and we will be so
would
happy.
go fucking mental. Fucking mental, bro.
Dude, do you know how many people would come back to the game?
Dude.
Imagine that.
So if they think that they're gonna lose money at the end because they're giving us relics, dude, no. That is just the way to keep people here. And then on top of that, if again, I'm still crossing my fingers. I'm still here. Again, I'm still here until the lights are done. My purpose for the streams, as I've always said, is to kick back, reminisce. So that's the purpose of the stream. Hang out.
Churro's gonna be the last man standing.
I hope so. But I mean, yeah, just think about it, dude. Let's say they just start giving people what they want. Cool. That's nothing, right? Okay. But now they have at least a platform to perform. But then you fucking bring the events, leaderboard events back. You know, maybe you'll relabel it so that you don't think you shot yourself in the foot. But you bring all that shit back, people are gonna go fucking mental. Just get back to it, man. You know, I think here's what I think. I feel that we would get more people grinding events and more level of activity than just buying. I think what they'll want to buy is a gem because they just are like, oh man, I miss playing the game. Well, again, that's just my maybe there's still going to be the whales out there that'll just want to knock out the event and just either use it for prestige food or whatever, you know. Because I want to say within everything was shut off. What was it? February, right? So I think we had.
Wow, wasn't it January?
I think it was. I think you're right. It was January.
Right after the last 80K event, they did nothing after that.
Yeah.
After that event ended, then they kind of I don't remember when they turned on the conquest type of battle drop, but that happened shortly after that. Remember?
Yeah. What the fuck? What's going on? There we go. Yeah, dude. Let me see. Sorry, hold on. I'm like multitasking. It hurts my pride begging for relics or titans, wasting my time. Yeah, it does. It sucks. I mean, for me, I had a lot of positive encounters with customer support tickets and stuff like that, but this time around, I literally only asked for Malkor, Oni, Jinshu, and Wukong specifically, because what I wanted to do was put in the work to level those titans and then earn the relics and max them, because that was like what you could do. Then they come back with some bullshit that it's going to be unfair. And I'm like,
that's exactly the response I got. And due to fairness of gameplay, or
right,
however they worded it,
and I'm thinking,
yeah,
like,
I got the same. I think that's a canned response, and they just click a button and it sends it to you. Like, it's basically their canned response for no, because they didn't want to deal with you. No, here you go, denied.
Specifically for the titans I'm asking for, they're literally only worth the few battles just to get them to 40, and then they're prestige food. There's no worth there.
Yeah,
Jinshu's not.
You finish the Pantheon and then feed them to something else.
Right. Like if I wanted to maybe like fast ping pong, I mean, Jinshu's still not even that good.
Yeah. But dude, you got Aventador and Bellabog to do fucking ping pong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Dopey's asking my question is there any team out there that can war and go toe to toe with those two AE teams? There is, but I think not the problem, but the difficulty is, how do I say this? I'm trying to find a very clear and transparent way to say it. You can't control all 50 players. And Raging Cajun knows what I'm talking about. And that's the biggest problem. The reason those two AE teams are so successful is because that crown has control, not control, but he can lead
Influence.
He can influence. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That
influences.
Can influence all 50 players. I briefly experienced what it means. I briefly experienced what it feels like to be in a team of 50 players where I had to keep up with their level of activity. And I will say this, I was a very, very, very active player when I was, I had the time for it. And for me to be bottom 3 and still be very active, just imagine how active those other individuals were. So when you have a team of 50 that are that active, it's very, very difficult to beat them because they have a system, effective, and they all stick to it, and they are all committed to it. And that's the thing with this game. That was
super grinders.
Exactly, grinders.
Yeah.
And people that are
well
just heavy hitters. I mean, there's other people out there that do not grind for their EP. They will not have any islands, but their focus is garrison hitting, and they make the BP that the Raiders. For example, I think it's safe to say, Raging Cajun and I have a very similar style. I for myself, I'm not going to say this on behalf of you, but for me, I am garbage when it comes to garrison hitting, but I can fast very well.
I can do that too. I can hit a garrison, but it's time consuming and I really don't like it. And it's hit or miss. If I'm gonna win, it's like a 50-50 chance if I'm committed to it,
Right. But I think it's safe to say that both you and I are more effective speed rating to reduce the DP than going to garrisons.
Oh yeah. I could by the time somebody hits my garrison, I could cap like 5 of their lands.
Right.
So
and that's the thing when it comes to the port. And mind you, that is still effective right now. It's just the amount of people that are playing and putting time into the game is very little. But I mean, technically, everybody could be at war all the time and having a good time and everything. But I mean, people just, I think the game had nurtured us as players to just focus on events because that was where the game was at, and that was not the reason. Because think about it.
Yeah.
You're getting a new Titan, but for what? What are you using this new Titan for? Like, that gets boring.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking get a new Titan. Like, I'm having fun with what I got right now. I want to put that thing to its full potential. So, you know what I mean? So it was like one of those things where, many of us that were content creators, I think that we kind of lost the purpose of playing, events. And I think that, and I will definitely huge shout out to, and I always say this, and I'm going to emphasize this, but Qigong. I think that this game was developed around Throne Wars. If you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up and go back to seeing videos. But ultimately, what was the purpose of us having a roster of Titans? Throne Wars was the reason. And I think Throne Wars was a very advanced style, and I think our devices weren't capable of handling that kind of stuff, and I think that's why they probably had a lot of negative results. I just wish that they would have stuck with it and tried, but anyway, bunch of stuff to talk about, but either way, for those who have been long-term players, it's just one of those things where you can still be effective. There's still a lot of VP out there. You can still, try to get as much VP as you can for a season, and then you just, go and take a break and then come back. So one of those things. Dopey bringing up some good stuff. When they're capping and attacking, they got like 10 players always online. I was gonna ask the global chat if they work with shifts on the game. Dopey, that was a trick. That's the trick of this game. You have to work.
It's called drivers.
Yeah.
They call them drivers, where people share an account and they keep it going 24/7.
Oh, that's a different story. But when it comes to, well, actually, I'm gonna close it. I got the poll. Everybody put 2 cents in. See what we're gonna pull for tonight. And I'm gonna close it up in about a minute or two. No, but yeah, no, dude, that was the thing with this game that I think was a huge underestimated value, was the power of time zones. Because for us in the out here in the U.S., we're playing when we would go to bed. Europeans and everybody else would be up and producing VP. So you have all these numbers of VP coming in around the clock. Just imagine how much you can produce in a day, and then you do that season after season, and that's AE. That's where they
Also, yeah, if you have a team of people, situation where you'll always have somebody grinding.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's always those other, devoted players that are just like always down to play, just like Raging the Same.
So yeah, then you got people like me that I stay up all freaking night and sleep during the day, so I'm kind of like on European time.
It's crazy though that man. Dopey says I'm in Canada. I'm in Greek Alliance. Oh shit, dude. Crazy. Dopey, break it down to me. What troop is your highest? What is your highest level troop? What's your main attacker? I have a home for you, dude. Oh, mind you, yeah, Dopey, my bad on that back in the day. But I'm no longer in leadership. But I'll put my 2 cents in for you, dude. So. I think what's your DG count, dude? How many divine gems do you have? And if you have enough, can you pull for the dragonfly? Oh, actually, I do have something else to say. Before I say that, let me close this poll. Thank you, everybody that participated. Do what we're gonna pull tonight at the end of the stream. I'm still up for another couple hours. A couple hours, dude, hanging out. Hope we get more people in here. If not, we'll discuss, hang out, chill. So,
yeah, I'm not going nowhere.
Oh yeah, are you at work?
Oh yeah. I'll be at work for the next
Message Speakerface, see if he's awake.
7 or 8 hours. Who?
Speakerface.
Oh yeah.
Hit him up.
I'll hit him up on yeah, I'll see if he's awake.
So what elemental token shall I pull? 53% said lightning, 33% said physical, and 13 earth. 15 people voted. Wow, thank you very much, you guys. Hell yeah. Alright, so we'll do a couple more battles and then we'll pull for the lightning. I was gonna go for Bishop of Calvarax. I think I'm around 3k DGs. What 5-star Ranger relics do you have? Do you have Stormbringer? You have Stormbringer or Bow of the Gods? Now, for everybody out there listening, right? Here's the thing: you can outperform the VP you lose. Okay, I hit your garrison. That VP that you lose because you didn't defend is a cost to the team's overall amount. However, if you're active enough to grind the VP and stay positive,
It'll make up the difference.
it makes up the difference. And that's
Hey, by the way, my garrison got hit like 5 times yesterday, and I didn't lose a single VP point. But I'm in the lower leagues. Because I looked at what's on my screen, and then I went to the team roster, and my numbers are exactly the same. And my garrison got hit like 5 times in one day, and I didn't lose. And they were getting like 21K every time they hit my garrison. So I should have lost like over 100K, but it didn't. I don't know what happened with that. Maybe it's because I'm in the lower league. I don't know.
Damn, dude, you're already at level 20 with Horde, and you're only 3 months in. That's pretty good. That's really fucking
That's
good.
phenomenal.
Okay. You know what, dude? I actually have a rest alliance. Okay, here's I'm gonna finish this battle real quick. Hold on. Collect my thoughts real quick.
That's a good idea. Put him in a rest alliance, and he can be active in a rest alliance and watch over everybody.
Yes and no. Hold on, let me switch over.
Just an idea. I didn't say it was a good one.
No. I think it's still a good one. Let's see. So this goes out to everybody out there. We're at the hour mark or whatever. I have a rest alliance, which are members from leftover members, I guess you could say, from my previous alliance, and we're trying to put the shell back into Masters so that we could at least collect some DGs a season, not necessarily having to promote. So, if you're interested in supporting that shell for a season, just to help it promote it, let me know. Hit me up on the Discord, and then I will shoot you an invite on Monday, or even before, whenever you're ready to jump, and we'll try to get that thing promoted. However, I will say this: if it's the invitation you would like on Monday, it would be several hours after season end, because we're doing a 3-hour delay login, just to get us into a server that's not as active, to make it a little easier when it comes to promoting it. So anybody out there that's interested, let me know. Hit me up on Discord. Dopey, the invite's out there, bro. If you want to just kind of bump up and then help us out, that'd be cool. I got 2 accounts in there. It'd be great to have some support. Push the shell up and just getting it.
Well, you also need people as kind of need a few active players in there as caretakers. You know.
Yeah, we have it, but it's. I mean, I think Dopey will outperform everybody like 100%. It's out there. Send an invite if you're in.
Put me in there. I'll promote you.
I know that for sure. No, but yeah, I am definitely looking at it.
Actually, tonight, I have to do, and I'm probably going to do it while you're streaming too, because I got to get another million VP in order to catch up our team, because we lost R1, and I'm like, oh shit. Some team came out of nowhere and went right up to #1 immediately, and I was like, holy shit. Right. I saw it coming yesterday. I thought it would take them 48 hours to do it, so I thought I'd have time to make up, but no, they already passed us up, and I was like, holy shit. But they're only like 1 million ahead of us, so I can make that up in one night, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure you could do more than 1 million in one night. Come on.
Well, yeah, I could do 2 or 3 million in one night, but I have to work at the same time, so it's like auto playing with Everdor. You know what I'm saying? I just
Oh
click
yeah,
go
absolutely.
and just accumulate VP like that. Put it this way, I can't war while I'm at work. I can auto raid.
Still works. It still works, man. Either way, Dopey. Anyway, anybody out that's interested to up their activity and make their gameplay worth, hit me up. Let me know. I'm actually more available now when it comes to recommending players than before. I was a little limited. Yes, I was a crown, but that was more of like a temporary thing. So, and the cool thing about this game was that crowns respect what they're doing, and the goal is to be able to provide a good platform and environment to play and have a good time, feel safe and supported. So, oh, dude, you're in a you're in a good spot. Never mind, Dopey. You're in a better spot than I was thinking. You're at 6 mil? God damn. Holy fuck, bro. No, you're fine. Never mind. Fucking Noobville right now. Fucking up there.
He's got more than I do. No, wait, I'm at like 9 mil, I think.
No, I'm not fucking. I'm garbage right now, dude.
Yeah, but you know what? Even if I don't achieve my goal to get 1 million because I got busy at work or whatever, we're still number 2, and it's only maybe 1,000 red gems and 5 DG difference between rank 1 and 2 in the server that we're in. I'm like, yeah, it's really inconsequential,
Mm-hmm.
Because I can get 500 red gems from doing my daily. That easy, So to me, it's not a big deal if we don't get rank 1. I mean, it'd be nice if we did, but I'm not gonna sweat over it. I'm not gonna go over. Put it this way, I wouldn't want to go to war for that shit.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of pointless. I mean, yeah, it would be fun, but you got to look at the ultimate gain. What do you gain from, going to war and taking rank 1? For example? You get an extra 1,000 red gems, give or take, maybe 1,100, and an extra 5 DGs. That's it. I'm like, yeah, I can do without that. Just saying. You got to look at the reward versus how much risk you're going to put
for the work you do. You know what I mean? I mean, it makes more sense now because the refresh rate is so quick. But like before, I mean, holy shit!
Yeah, you're not dependent. You're not dependent on buying shit anymore. You can get it for free. You just have to be patient.
Yeah, which is kind of so crazy to me, dude. It's like, I understand though. I mean, I think, like I said earlier, I don't think people really understood, like, what were you really playing for? You know what I mean? Excuse me.
Yeah, that's my point. The risk versus reward situation. You got to weigh both sides.
It's like a lot of us, we are what I consider a classic gamer. In the sense that like we're looking for an escape, a good time, a community, and stuff like that. But like it gets old quick, bro. just think about, dude. Just think about it. The turnaround was a week for some Titans, dude. Hyperion was like the last big example. When he came out, he just would devastate armies, but nobody fucking put any time into him, and it was just like, okay, well, why not? Well, because ranged units on defense is senseless because there's nothing protecting them. All you have to do is put a skeleton spell over them, and they're fine, or freeze them, and then they're useless. So I think, think a lot. But anyway, point being is that ah, such a fucking devastating situation. It's such a good fucking game, dude. You know? Okay, all right. So we said pulling tokens. I'm already at. We are at hour, almost been hour 20. Kind of crazy. Do the free. The mesh. Okay, let's do this. We will do two, and lightning. Do I get for the Titan token? Ew. Gooba. So for those, Gooba. Deep dive. So the thing with Berserkers is that it seems that they were developed to be always offensive. And they came to provide so 3 stars seem to be a little bit more balanced with the skills that they offered. They would buff themselves as Titans and then, buff them troops. I think Kuba came around during like the first Panther meta. And he was phenomenal, dude. Sick. Check him out. Tell me, dude, check out his fucking graphics, dude. Look at this shit for a fucking mobile app. You don't think you'd be hella fucking excited to get this character? Look at those fucking moves. Look at those fucking moves, dude. It's fucking fire as fuck. If there's any developer listening to this shit, which I fucking highly doubt, even though I cross my fingers and hope. Dude, come on, guys. This game's going. Come on. I really don't want to fucking try and put any streams out for anything else. Anyway, but he has charge damage, critical damage, flanking. For those out there that are new, charge damage buff was a huge thing many years ago. Never came back. 3 stars are the only ones with it. I don't know.
And guess what? You can use that holy sword, and it gives you 6 times charge damage.
Yeah.
Or
Now,
some weird shit like that. Remember?
order of operation is a huge factor. If I'm not mistaken, charge damage is calculated at the end. So after you do critical, after you do armor piercing, elemental, troop, base damage, and all this other shit, then it's multiplied by 3. So it's a huge fucking huge number. Just so we all maybe can go back and do some homework and stuff. This game, dude, I'm telling you, this shit was ahead of its time. Ahead of its time. Do a pull on divine gems relics. No. Oh shit. I have enough for a fucking divine gem relic pull, actually. Not gonna do that. One more. Ooh. Infiltrators were self-buffing at one point. Nothing special. Okay. Titan. Epic token. 3-level Titan. Ooh, I like that. He's useless, really. But I'll take the fucking bonus. Ooh, a Kivu. Okay. Fuck it. It's all fusion bone. Boost. Okay. 53% of you said lightning. What's in the pool actually? There's a card out there. That was cool. Technically, right now the only thing worth in that pool is ZEUS. I already have a P10. Would I level another one? Duh. Y'all know that already. Don't ask me the question.
Dude, I have 4 Zeuses, 3 new ones and 1 old one.
Have you P10 him yet? Did you P10 him yet? Did you? No?
No.
No?
I think I gotta look again. I think I got him to, I don't remember. At least P1, maybe P4.
Are you interested in P10ing him?
Yeah. Actually, yes.
All right.
I do, but I'd have to look and see how much food I have. I don't think I have enough, to be honest with you. And if I did,
yes.
Oh, what'd you pull?
Yes. Oh. Got a ZEUS. Fuck yeah, dude.
You pulled a ZEUS?
Yeah.
Lucky. Yes. We were just talking about it, dude.
Dude.
That's good karma. Good karma.
Hell yeah, dude. And it's a new ZEUS.
And it's one of your favorites. I mean, you have an affinity for it.
It's so funny, dude. It's so funny. So, anyway. New or old? Dude, I don't know what it is, man. I think this is the baddest fucking Titan in the game. I was, the second he was released, I just fucking loved it, man. I think he's got the sick ass entrance. I think he's a look at him, dude. He's fucking sick. Look at that beard, bro. You don't think I want to walk around with beard like that? I don't know, man. But like for me, in my experience with the game, ZEUS was just the shit, man. I will say this though. My hope was that he was gonna still enhance Omegas, which was his specialty when he was first. So it didn't happen. They adapted him with Storm Daughters, which I think was a good move. Dude. I'm fucking leveling this guy up, dude. Look, check this out, everybody. Look. So, this is the new P10 ZEUS, right? This is the old one. Look at the skills. For anybody out there that's like, what the fuck is this? These skills are fucking outdated. But in his prime, he was the most hyped. Well, not the most. Anybody that's new within like the last year, the hype for Odin in this game was fucking insane. The Odin hype was real. In my personal opinion, other than Osiris, ZEUS, Osiris and ZEUS, Odin was the only one that had the most hype for his time. We expected nothing but the fucking best. Let me tell you, he was a fucking flop. Complete garbage. A ranger that supported only ranged units, no meat shield. And then when ZEUS came around, everybody was like, whatever. And everyone's like, yo, this guy's fucking badass. He has maidens that deal a ridiculous amount of damage. And he's got this fucking flimsy ass meat shield or whatever. Okay, cool. He was cool. Anyway, I took him to P8. Mind you, when Prestige was released, I was not in a war team. So, don't shoot me up. Come on. Anyway, go. Fun. Churro.
I think the old ZEUS was one of my first that I got to level 60, I think.
Oh, and also, the old ZEUS is the
Omni Maidens. Yeah, Omni Maidens with him.
only 5 and 4, I think 4 or 5. But the his one perk was a lightning storm spell. The radius was way wider, but like drastically wide, like a 30% increase in range, and it made a fucking difference, dude. Made a fucking difference. Hell yeah, man. Ooh, it's gonna be fun to re-level him.
You know what I did when I was leveling him up, and I put the lightning box on his ass, that Arkham whatever, where you get 35% chance of that freaking chain lightning spell. Remember that?
Yeah.
I was using it on Loki, and then I put it on Zeus when I was leveling up Zeus, and you know, every other battle it would freaking activate, and I'm like, and it would just decimate the entire battlefield, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the biggest issue though with those Orcas. I like the fact that there's a refresh rate, but I don't like the fact that there's like whatchamacallit, like a chance that it's gonna trigger. I think that the refresh rate is enough of a balance, and it should just trigger after it refreshes. And you know,
yeah, some of them refresh, some of them have a percentage.
I think they all have a.
I think the lightning one's 30 or 35% chance that it will chain lightning. You know.
But dude, mind you, again, it's a chain. It's a fucking. I think it's both lightning and storm spell. Everything's getting hit, bro. It's a fucking crazy ass spell. But the thing, here's the thing, developer, if you're out there listening, that spell, over testing and testing and testing, people found out that there's an armor pierce value to that spell, but it's capped at 100. So right now in the game, if you guys break that chance to it be effective, it wouldn't make a difference, because armor is a real thing, especially with the devout do around. So if there's enough armor in there, that thing will not pierce anything, because the armor piercing won't be applied to the spell in order to make it effective. It'll just be another fucking visual on the battlefield, you know. So I think spells should have armor piercing, but that's only if and when they would have decided to make armor a thing. You know, invoke, you need armor. I mean, fucking balance the game out. Good, fun. Dopey says, do a pull on Divine Gems relics. Do 10 pulls for 500. No, it's not. Even for noobs, it's not worth it, bro. You're better off. I mean, for you, I would just say save it. For your Well, the thing is, you know how to play. I'm sure you're a very active very active player. I would almost suggest the bishop, especially if you got a Calvary. You can make up the BP you lose by just being. But like, I mean, here's the thing though. For those out there listening, who want to pick up their pace and just kind of experience what war is, it doesn't always mean that your garrison is on. Like, let me tell you something. You know, when you look at your battle log, you see your islands get hit. Just apply that concept to your garrison that frequently. It's not like 2 or 3 hits a day. It's like multiple hits an hour. That's war. That your garrison is getting hit and hit and hit and hit. You need to go find the BP lands and just hit everything. At that point, you are not the garrison type of hitter. You need to fucking find the BP land. Don't go around searching for 10k BP. You hit BP, whether it's 1,000 or it's 10,000, because all the time it's a speed thing. You just need to fucking keep hitting, juice, keep going, and that's just where the game's at. You know what I mean? I'm only hitting gold because I need to refresh them. So,
Yep, my garrison just got hit again. So I switched it to Oceanus. Took my Reaver off.
What's your prestige on Reaver?
My Reaver and Oceanus are at P7. I can't go any further. I have no more food. Unless I want to sacrifice the Pantheon shit, but I ain't ready to do that yet. But once I'm done with the Pantheon, hell yeah, I'm going to P10 everything. But I ain't to that stage yet, you know?
Yeah.
Not ready to go all Zeus on it. You remember Free to Play Zeus? He was fucking like, he did a live stream and started eating his Titans.
I didn't
He's
like
like,
that at
this
all.
is probably.
I really didn't like that at all. That shit stressed me out. Especially the direction he went with it. It was really bad. I mean, I love
was
the guy,
like,
don't get me
holy.
wrong, I love the guy, but I can't just rage.
He was like, I'm probably going to regret this later.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure he did.
This is how I make that decision if I want to sacrifice something. I'm like, can I get it again? Maybe. If it's an old Titan that you can't even use for PP lands, sure, get rid of the damn thing. If you already did that Pantheon. But you gotta realize you might not get that Titan ever again. There is a chance you're never gonna see it again.
For me, the biggest fucking regret is taking Almaran to P10. I don't like him. He's boring.
Isn't he an attacker?
He is, but I just not my style of play, dude. I don't like the fact that he gets involved in the battle, just because he clogs things up. And I think honestly, for me, my favorite class is Ranger, mainly because they're very well balanced, and those Titans don't get in the way, you know. So
yeah, they're standoffish and they shoot. Like Everdor has a long range. I think Nexus has a good range. She can stand in the back of the battlefield and still hit shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the appeal of the Ranger Titans and the Archmages, is the fact that they're standoffish and you can move them off to the side and they can still affect the battle. Because I think there's still a problem with the AI mechanics to where everything's in a mosh pit and you don't know who's hitting who.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying?
Problem. That is the biggest problem.
So, yeah, you get this mosh pit and you got 3 different troops in there. Let's say you got Storm Maidens doing their hacking thing because they're caught up in melee, and then you got Panthers in there. You don't know if they're just hitting air, and then you have either spearmen or ice troops in there or whatever. Who's hitting who? You can't tell because it's a mosh pit. So what I do is I click one of them and move them out of the side, and then the battle's over because somebody will, take over at that point.
Here you go.
There you go. That was a shitty battle, though. This is still I mean, for those watching, look, it's a P4. And he's still missing 2 relics. Still a crazy defender. There was no joke, dude. But I will say this, though. Once the Dragon Slayers were introduced in the game, I was funny because I was playing with Gaia the other day. Gaia was never meant to be like a speedster in any way. For those who played with her, excuse me. It was a slugfest because I remember attacking a lot of P10, prestiged Rostoms and stuff before all the their special relics were introduced, and it was a guaranteed win, but it was a slugfest. And I think that was something that we forgot about the game because everything had turned into a speed fest. How quickly can I take repairs? How fast am I gonna raid? Blah 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 blah. And the War Gods definitely made it so that we were there to enjoy the game more. And then the Bob was introduced. She was nothing but a nuclear bomb for this game. And then it was a slugfest. Dragon Slayers were a slugfest, dude.
Now I can beat Zavava with my P10 Everdor.
Right, exactly. Because she doesn't provide what now should have always been relevant, which is the armor. I mean, she'll get you the elemental resistance stuff, but it's like, now, like for example,
with no armor, you're done. Yeah.
Yeah, Hell, for example, when she was introduced, the Storm Maidens are going in with almost 800 some armor. That's ridiculous, dude, for a single unit. It's fucking crazy, man. I think they were going in a good direction with the game, and
and then they dropped the ball because they fucking gave up.
Is that
what
who
up,
I think
bro?
It is? Is that who I think it is?
Yeah, I'm here.
Birdie, if we were hanging out, I would give you a big hug. I miss you, buddy. How are you?
What's up,
Good.
Birdie?
I'm still creeping around here and there in
Yeah.
game chat and Discord.
Good. Good to hear your voice, dude. Miss you, man.
Sorry for not joining. Between work and other stuff I've been doing, I just haven't really done much.
I mean, you finished the Pantheon. You technically beat the game.
Yeah, well, I'm still level 48 on my character level. So, there's still one last thing left to do.
Oh,
Before I feel I need to finish. Also, still debating what Titans I should P10. But,
Yeah. You're at that point where you have to decide.
Well, do you have a P10 Oceanus?
yep.
Do you have a P10 Chernobog?
Nope.
He's worth it. He's a time killer.
I have a P10 Everdor. Trying to think. Calvarax, Reaver, Oceanus, Zeus, Nexus. Damn, I can't think of them. Kronos.
Did you P10
and...
Almorand? I mean, yeah, Almorand.
No. I think
honestly,
both.
He's not really worth it for me.
I think most, if not all, my other guys are like 51, 52 right now that I've been kind of just working on.
Dude,
I also finally got my like I've been working on Raw. Raw's now 51 something.
Raw's an interesting one. I P10 him. I don't regret it. He's fun. I had a blast leveling him. But he's a weird one because of his synergies. He's his original thing was buffing what was it, Grenadiers and Horde. But his synergies favor Horde. And it kind of almost works because of him being a guardian. I want to pull for another rook, dude. But again,
I have like 6 or 7k DGs left. I have every 5-star minus like 2 or 3 ambers.
Not worth it. Wait, did you get all the chess pieces?
Yep, I own all the chests, all the bug, all the first gen, second gen, whatever. I can't even remember. I have like almost everything.
Are you able to P10 Loki?
I probably could. I have a shit ton of like lightning prestige. And
that would be a fun one to do.
Honestly, dude. Well, we'd have to play around with the DOT database, but I think Loki is the only other infiltrator that would be gaining anything from the pawn, that infiltrator relic, chess piece. I don't think anything else out there is released. What other infiltrator was there? Other than Loki for the reskill or new? Because
I
whatchamacallit,
can't think of anything.
the Epsilon meta.
Hey,
It was,
DOT community, this is Iceman coming at you.
Oh, the night crew, the night crew. How are you, buddy?
I've been on for 2 hours. I was just in a private chat with someone else.
Oh,
I was
nice.
sitting here listening to you.
What's
We were
up?
saying, man, all Churro hits his fucking PP lands. He sucks.
What's everyone been playing?
Flash of Beast.
If you ain't on Clash of Beasts, you're a piece of shit, long story short.
So stupid. Dude, apparently there's a lot of potential right now with fucking... Oh, dude, I knew we were going to get into this game. Anyway. Raid Wars.
I don't
Big
know.
deal.
I'm not super big
Oh,
into
it's-
tower defense.
I don't know if you just been on Churro. Everybody just attacked rank 1 and fucking demoted him. Some straight up fucking bully
Oh.
shit.
Okay, so let me tell you something right now, just so that you feel happy. Chance called me. Just was like, hey, do you know what you need to do? And I was like, no, I don't. So, okay. Are you going to get on right now? I'm like, hey, nope, I'm going to get ready for DOT stream. Okay. So him and I are going to sit down tomorrow and we're going to fucking put out a plan. But like, I'm putting in work for this fucking Raid Wars, dude. Like 100 fucking %. And he's like,
Well, you
okay.
only have to spend maybe 30 minutes a day to finish the event.
Right, exactly. And he told me, he's like, I didn't know.
All you have to do is log on every 8 hours and buy your energy and then use it all.
Yeah, and well, he didn't tell me that specifically, but he told me, he's like, we'll make it happen. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm down, dude. Hella down, bro.
Yeah, because I'll be top 50 in the world, and I'm only going to spend probably 2 hours on the game for the next 3 days.
That's fucking crazy. I mean, that's pretty much the stream.
Just because. Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I'm excited. It's gonna be fun, for sure.
It's just something different.
Which event are you guys talking about?
So it's
Raid
pretty
Wars
much-
and it's pretty much Throne Wars.
But for what? Sorry,
Was
I'm
it
a little out of the
Clash of
loop.
Beast.
The Clash of Beasts,
Ah.
the game that a few of us have migrated over to.
Churro is going to be like the new ZALON of this game. Everyone's going to be PayPaling him money, sending him, naked
Please.
pictures, dick pics, fucking gift cards, sending them pictures of their kid to sign.
That's fucking.
Churro's going to be a rock star.
Yeah, right. Someone's gonna fucking want to see this shit.
My main source of gaming right now, well, I guess mobile gaming, has just been that space game I mentioned months ago. I've been at
Eve?
war with a couple hundred people, so that was fun.
Yeah.
You know, I downloaded that and haven't had time to spend on it yet.
Yeah, just delete it, Raging. It's terrible. I played it.
No, you don't. You don't even know what game I'm talking about.
Yeah, the space game you were talking about. It fucking sucks. I gave it a -4 star.
Mhm.
What's the game called?
I just named it dumbass space game.
Never played it then. You don't know.
I'm not even giving it the light of day to acknowledge it on this stream.
Oh, that's rough.
No, I have no clue what you're talking about.
No, but I was in a war with so each like alliance can have up to 100 people, and we were going it was like 800, so like 8 teams versus my like alliance of people, which we were only sitting at around like half that. And I'm like, do you know how hard it is to fight twice as many people in a game? I mean, that's easily like 1,200 people on a single server, all trying not to kill each other. Or I mean, not to totally get killed off. But it's a lot.
Sounds like fun.
It's kind of crazy, man. I think we're in a. I don't think we've been in a what's the word? A new age of gaming, where it's like it's either you want to dedicate your time for PC, or console, or your phone. And
Like,
it's just, but the
sorry.
mobile gaming industry, it's just kind of. I feel like it's almost like the acknowledged black market, where it's like There's no control yet, and people have been just developing games and milking because it's just people are just ready to spend, in-game currencies and shit. It's crazy. It is fucking crazy to me. Anyway,
I can tell you this game is much cheaper than DOT though.
bro,
It's much easier on my wallet.
every game is cheaper than DOT.
Clash is. I spent $40 and I'm ranked 52 in the world for the last season, which is like I don't know how many days it is, but I didn't play for the first month.
Mm-hmm. Dude, it's
like
one of
I'm
those
a
things,
month
bro.
down, and I'm still 52nd. I'm 51st now.
Right, and I am glad we're talking about it because here's the thing, I don't want to ignore the fact that game's around, and I like the fact that we're bringing it up because I think as a community we want that
DOT
platform.
needs to do the Beastmaster Pass. It makes so much fucking sense.
My fucking goodness, dude! I don't even want to get into that argument, but I will say this. Here's the
Remember
thing,
when I said this like a year ago, and everyone was like, "Yeah, I don't know." This is exactly it.
Yeah.
They have a season pass thing, or
They
like
do, but dude,
you could buy a $5 a month, or you could spend $40 for the year, and you get double rewards on everything.
Bro, just think about this. Okay, one of the biggest problem with DOT is the builders. When you're 100% done, they collect dust. In that game, you only are given one builder, and when you get that pass, you get the second builder. However, there's a specific building that gives you speed ups, and the speed ups, if you're active, the time frame per speed up is very, very good, and then the game itself, it almost pays itself. It's kind of crazy, but I mean, dude, for $40 I'm gonna make sure that I have this other builder with 2 builders, and then I have all these other perks, and it's all XP related. And then on top of that,
you get double XP, double resources, double rewards. It's just
exactly. And here's the biggest thing with that game, regardless if you have the season pass or not. I think, please correct me if I'm wrong. If there's a specific beast you're using, and you have reached its cap, well, you can still accumulate that XP, and then when you get something else you desire or you stick to the meta, well, you could actually transfer the surplus XP into your Project Titan. And if I'm not mistaken, it has to match class. But if not, whatever.
No, it doesn't have to match anything.
And then you have what's the cap? I think 8. You can have up to 8 beasts in your roster. Just imagine, like you could have 8 beasts just have a shit ton of surplus XP, and when you get the beast that you want, you could just transfer all that excess, all that surplus into it for like a couple gems, and then you've already gone up like a boatload of levels, but the XP is never lost. And I think, and honestly, we all can agree that was the biggest problem with this game, is the fact that like all these battles, for example, just in this game alone, right? Just in the stream alone, how much XP have I lost currently with ZEUS? It's ridiculous. It sucks. You know what I mean? But
Brain Games, we're talking about Clash of Beasts.
Clash of Beasts is a new game. It's just big. Was globally launched in January, and
yeah,
a few of us just transferred over. It's one of those what is it, tower defense games? If you've played Balloon Towers,
yeah, it's a tower
you have
defense.
an advantage.
Yeah, it's just there's so many good ideas other games do in DOT, man. Because we were talking about this, DOT is 10 years old.
Yeah.
And look how good the graphics and shit are for a phone game. Like this is nuts. And like
you count the like pre-official launch.
Bro, that's with the pre-official thing. It was 5 years prior to
DOT is 10 years old
in general. And mind you, just during the fucking Nexus run, that was like the bottom of the barrel of its content, dude. You know what I mean? They repurposed a lot of the old content, and they still had a bunch left over. But this merger.
Oh yeah, like the Bakrogs were old.
Yeah, people had been talking about them since like what, fucking the first year or so.
The Cheese Maidens were old. They had those out. Those were the original Storm Maidens. The original Storm Maidens didn't throw shit. They were melee. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, man.
Well, Brain Games, it's great to have you here, bro. It's been a while. You're doing well. You're still fucking rocking out with that 7-string guitar.
Any other games or anything else anyone's doing?
You know, for me, I'm going super retro. I just downloaded the bundle pack for the mobile version of Coder. I'm about to play Knights of the Old Republic. And it's just been collecting dust for the past month. I bought it about a month ago.
There's a lot.
I downloaded Candy Crush.
Looking for new games and new replacements for DOT, and none's been found yet.
I think well, look, the biggest, I don't want to say problem, but the challenge is the fact that we are comparing it to DOT, which is a big mistake. Shout out to fucking Uncle Bucks. He and one of the Chance streams, Uncle Buck is had been on an old school DOT player, played it, stopped, whatever, and he it was like biggest problem, and I liked it for me as a person. Just be transparent. He was like, dude, the biggest problem you have is that you're comparing this game to other games, and that's the big no-no, because there's no other game out there like DOT. On top of that, it's like you're hoping, you're like what's the word? You're just being too hopeful for something that you don't know. And I was like, man, fuck, you're right, dude. And that literally just encouraged me to fucking put some time into Clash, because it's like, bro, all I did was spend $40, and I'm guaranteed a surplus of benefits for fucking a year, dude. I had to do that shit once a month just to stay somewhat relevant.
Once a week.
Honestly, it should have been fucking once every 3 days, dude. Before the fucking weekend event.
Especially with like your style of activity, you could be top 50 in this game. In this game, something that's different about this, you can't pay to win. You literally can't do it because they cap what you can buy, which I don't know how long that'll last. But you can only buy like 10 packs.
Yeah.
And
I hope they keep that. I hope they keep the standard, dude, for the longevity of this
I would
game.
love for them to keep that.
Yeah, I think, honestly, look, the biggest problem is those games that get desperate. And I think game, especially mobile, anything really, honestly, anything, they can't be desperate, dude, because it's also unattractive. Like, why do I want to play a desperate game? You know what I mean? I'm only going to be relevant. I'm only going to have fun. I'm only going to be useful if I pay. I don't want to fucking pay for a fucking video game. However, though, that's a whole different generation. And this is just a side comment. I think that the generation now with kids is that it's normal to spend in games. For example, us all that grew up in the 90s and the 80s and stuff, you bought what you got, and you put in the hours into that game because there was no save mode. So it's like, if I lost at level 5, I got really fucking good at level 1 through 5 because of the grind I put in. And that's the attitude I think that a lot of us had that stayed with GOT. We were used to
even Call of Duty was like that. To buy the map packs, it was like, I was like, I don't want to buy them things, and it was only $10 for 5 extra maps. I'm like, I don't want them.
I remember playing the Halo 3 and it was $20 for 3 maps.
Yeah. Same thing with Halo 3. And I was like, I'm not buying this shit. And then all of a sudden, like, now I'd be like, oh, $20 for, double the content? Yeah, let's do it. Because the hours I used to log on them games.
Yeah, but it's just.
But I'll go to a movie for $25.
But the justification.
Oh, speaking of Churro, did you see the new Batman?
I did see the new Batman.
Did you like it?
Absolutely, I thought it was fucking phenomenal. Every second.
Where do you rate it with all the other Batman movies?
I can't rate it with the other Batman movies. Well, okay. I don't want to compare it or rate it against the Nolan trilogy, because I think how do I say it? I think he did what he needed to do, and I like what he did. And I think the Nolans are its own entity, and they're fucking phenomenal. But I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to nerd out. I think a lot of the problem with when it comes to Batman is that people don't understand the different hats he wears. He's not just a vigilante. He's also a detective, and he's also a hurt child and all that kind of stuff. You can't put it all within an hour and a half. It has to be serious if you really, really want to grasp like what the message is behind it, right? So
right.
for me, this version of Batman, it's its own thing, and I'm not gonna compare it to the others. And that's how it is. I think everything before Nolan was just whatever. It was just a movie.
I think this is what they wanted to do with the ones with the Michael Keaton, but they had that Disney era back then. They couldn't do it this way.
I agree 100%. I agree 100% with what you're saying, but I think also society. Dude, imagine if this. Just imagine, right? We're gonna say what, like 90, between 89 and 93. Imagine if this exact movie was released back then. People would have considered it a horror. People would have considered it satanic.
It'd have been a horror movie, yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's the other very important detail of what we got right now with this Batman is that people wouldn't have been able to handle this version of Batman. The only people that would have been able to handle it, accept it, and understand it were the people who read the comics, because they know the direction. Batman is not supposed to be this great superhero. He is he was a kid who saw his parents get killed. That's PTSD at a crazy fucking level. He went through a lot of fucked up shit. It's a dark city, and there's nothing pretty about it. There was never anything pretty about Batman. But people thought, oh yeah, he's a superhero. He's tough. You understand? Right now with film, they're finally fucking acknowledging the cognitive aspect of the character, which is what the comics are always based on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that's cool, dude. Like, a fucking superhero is gonna save the day and blah blah blah. But when you actually read a story, and this person is going through some trauma, there's a different type of experience you get as a viewer on the film, and that's what I fucking really liked about this version. So it's funny because when we watched this Batman movie, it was a private showing for my girlfriend's nephew's birthday, and a lot of the parents were like, "What the fuck are we seeing? Like, this is crazy." And I went, we got the invitation 3 weeks prior, and I told my girlfriend, I'm like, "Babe, like, do you understand like what we're gonna go see?" And she's like, "It's just Batman." I'm like, "Baby, like, it's not just Batman. This is Batman year 2, and he's still dealing with the fact that his parents." And I was like trying to break it down to her, and she's like, "Bro, it's just fucking Batman." I'm like, "It's not just fucking Batman, dude. We're about to fucking see the fucking real Batman. This character is not fucking normal. This is all mental health issues. These are fucking psychopathic people who are fucked up in the head, dude." And I think that this fucking film delivered it. You know what I mean? This is just a fucking amazing.
It's like a film noir type thing, like just grungy and
right.
I wish they would have went in deeper with the Riddler, because his opening scene was like, wow. And then after that, they sort of just like backed off.
Look, this is the biggest problem. The direction of movies, right? They're limited with what they can do. For me, I like a good story, and I want to see it portrayed, you know, on the film. And people are like, well, then you must fucking like, you know, all this kind of stuff. There's a lot of movies I should see that I haven't seen yet. But for this specific Batman version, the reality is it needs a show because you can't grasp.
Yes.
Everything. You can't grasp everything in three. Even if I mean, they did a phenomenal job. I was ecstatic about the fact that it was 3 hours. I was like, fucking finally, someone got it, dude.
Yeah, I wish they need to put what's that called? Where the intermissions back in movies.
They do, yes. Yeah.
I was about to piss in a bottle. I was like, you motherfuckers are really gonna do this to me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude. I was really pissed. I missed the first.
Because every time I go there, I get the large fucking high C because it's fucking the best, and then I get the popcorn, and I know I have no self control, and these motherfuckers do that to me.
When I know it's a 3-hour movie, I eat before because I'm not gonna get up. I'm literally piss the fucking wall because I'm looking at the screen. Like,
we have the recliner chairs. I don't know if
you go until the very last second before the movie starts, then you can go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Especially like when you went to like Lord of the Rings. Oh.
Well, now we got the recliner, so you can just lay back and then cover yourself with your coat and pee on the floor.
Yeah. No, but I think, look, the thing is, though, it's... I understand where all these, directors are going. Because really, like, obviously, where's the money in film? I get it. You have to find that balance. You don't want to overdo what you're worth. And you know, obviously, you got to make what you got, you got to make what you need to make and everything. And I think all these, directors, Christopher Nolan, I hope he's making money from what he did. I think it was phenomenal. It was a great take. I think it was revolutionary what he did for that that trilogy. Like, certain details for me, like the fact that he had to hide his voice. Oh, dude, we never thought about that shit. And people were mocking him and laughing about that kind of stuff. But the reality is, the people that do read the comics, and I'm not one of them, but I really want to get into that. We understood what the importance of that was, because if they recognize your voice as the hero, they're gonna recognize your voice out there. So that's how real it was. You know what I mean? I think for right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did some very good. Oh, go ahead.
No, go for it.
They did good character development, but it like they rushed it, and that's where you can't watch like Game of Thrones in fucking 3 hours. You can never get it across.
Exactly.
I wish they would have did part 1 and then part 2 comes out a week later or something. That would have been sweet. And then make them both 2 hours or something.
Exactly. Yeah, but
has anyone? Sorry to interrupt. Has anyone started watching like Moon Knight at all? I was gonna go watch that before I went to sleep today.
I'll get to that.
Yeah, I watched it. It's terrible.
Oh, don't even fucking say that. But anyway, we're gonna stick to Batman. Look, here's the thing. All of us will agree with the fact that if you want to grasp a cinematic version of Batman, it needs a show. That's just the standard where it's at. Unfortunately, the reality is that like there's so many iterations, so many different arcs and everything, that like sometimes it's really difficult to understand what Batman is or where he's at. At the end of the day, I think I think for like just the typical person that just wants to enjoy something brief, I think that this movie is going to definitely let you understand what Batman was really meant to be, which was what for me the most recent Spider-Man trilogy did, was that instead of having an origin story in one movie, it was an origin story in 3 movies. So Tom Holland is just figured out who he was, and I don't know if that makes any sense. I hope it does, but
Well, no, they did it because where they explained he's in year 2. Remember when he was doing like the paragliding and he wrecked? And you're like, man,
Right.
this Batman's fucking clunky. Like
But
he's not good.
right, but that's relevant to the whole
And that
Christopher Nolan
it's
version.
relevant. Yeah, it's very, and that's why I say I like the character development because in the last set of them, he came right out the gate just fucking people up. Only problem he had was his wardrobe malfunctions. That's the only thing he had that was wrong, but his mechanics were great. This one, and then that the dude, I mean, he needs to work out for the next one because he looked like a little bitch.
But that's the thing, though. Look, I personally don't think that that this fucking Twilight actor guy, whatever his fucking name is, I don't think he could really physically meet up to what the Batman should be. If physically
He could at least be cut up.
he's not gonna, dude. He's too little. He's
Yeah, he was like some dude from Hollister that fucking eats Auntie Anne's pretzels. Like,
right. I think the only fucking Batman that like keep up with the ass was fucking the one for the Justice League. What's his fucking name?
Tom Cruise.
No, don't fucking say that.
Will Smith.
Ben Affleck. He's the only one that ever got fucking big enough for that role, dude.
Well, Christian Bale got cut up.
He got cut up, but he wasn't big enough. Batman's
I mean, he was kind of big though. Yeah, this Batman, he's straight fucking goofball.
This Batman is a fucking...
Did you stay after the credits, Churro, and watch the 2-minute Joker scene?
I didn't know that was after the credits. I thought that was released later.
Well, no, they had like the post-credit scene that was like 25 seconds, and then at the very end they had like a 2-minute thing.
No, I didn't. I tried to, but again,
I'm real happy they didn't bring the Joker in half-assed. I'm real happy that they left it out because he needs his own thing. And then Colin Farrell, you couldn't even tell that was him in the movie.
For who?
For Penguin.
Oh, you're right, dude. Yeah, dude, you're right.
You couldn't even tell it was him.
You couldn't, yeah. Oh, you're right. Holy shit, I didn't think about that part. I had just bumped into a video. Yeah, you're right.
And I love how they brought Penguin in and they showed how Penguin became Penguin. Like that he was actually like a little bitch for a while.
Yeah, because in the original...
Yeah, that's why I love the character development of everybody. I wish they would have did like the opening scene of Riddler. I wish they would have did like 3 of those where he just does some. Because remember when they did the Dark Knight Rises with Heath Ledger?
Mm-hmm.
Every 15 minutes, it was something that he was doing was just off the wall, and it was like, wow, this dude. Riddler had that potential, and they stopped because they wanted to progress everybody else, which I didn't like. I wish they would have like nailed that point home.
Yeah, but you can't do that in 3 hours, bro. You need a series.
Well, they could have had him kill a couple more people the way he did that. Because the opening scene for him was the highlight of the movie, other than the very end.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that's where they could have had 3 or 4 scenes where like he kills this person, or he does this, or this happens. He makes you choose, like which one are you gonna pick.
Just, I mean,
yeah, I wish they would have. I wish they did a little more with him. And then I don't know what year was the movie supposed to be set in.
Well, when it comes into the timeline, there's no specific year. It's just this universe is based on the Batman's existence. So this is his second year, and from what I'm understanding, he only had one encounter with Joker, and now he's like the go-to. Dude, I have to say this. So there's no Robin yet, and that's like two at least. Honest, okay. With all fairness, just to get Robin involved, that takes 2 movies. And then on top of that, for those out there that don't, for those out there, if you haven't seen Batman Beyond, you have to fucking see that show. And when the Joker comes,
Yeah,
back,
that's why I think they like. What if they did this movie and instead of a movie, they did every. You know how like shows come out once a week?
Mm-hmm.
They did a movie thing where it's like every 2 weeks they come out with an hour and a half movie.
They have to, dude. Just to do this.
Like that would be sweet because that would be something you could plan to do with your friends. Like, hey, every other Friday we're going here to do this.
The shit Joker does to that other Robin, for those who don't know, is fucking crazy.
Are you guys looking
What does he
forward to Kenobi in a month?
Okay, we'll switch over to Kenobi. So
I was actually an extra in that movie and it sucks, so don't even watch it.
Okay, get out of here.
He's ridiculous. Okay, now we're gonna. Okay, so if you thought, okay, for all of us out there listening, the Batman, phenomenal film.
If you didn't think Iceman was a big dick player, now you know.
Now you fucking know. But dude, Birdie, this is my problem. This is my fucking problem. And I'm gonna start from the top. My biggest problem is Disney's takeover, right? And the biggest reason it's my biggest problem is because Disney makes it a business. They're very fucking American about stories they either inherit or buy. My focus and my biggest want in this Kenobi series, I think it would be extremely wrong to accept a lot of action, because if we really were, if I'm thinking, okay, the title of the show is this character's name, I need to focus on this character and what the fuck is this character going through? What is he experiencing? What's going on? Obviously, yes, I want to see lightsabers and stuff, but the biggest fucking problem is that there is there is a lot of severe PTSD that Obi-Wan Kenobi has, and people have not acknowledged it. I don't think people are grasping where film is going nowadays. They're really trying to get the psychological aspect involved in this character's iteration. Obi-Wan Kenobi literally had to kill his best friend and had to leave him burning to death. Unfortunately, what he didn't realize, what we as viewers know, is that friend survived. Now now imagine this: you're fighting your fucking best friend, and you're so in heat that you think you're gonna fucking beat his ass, and all he did was one upstroke, overarm stroke. 2 legs are gone, and your one remaining arm is gone. Boom. And now there's fucking volcanic rock, volcanic debris burning you alive. What does that do to you psychologically? You survived it. On top of that, you fucking slaughtered children. You are now responsible for a fucking genocide. And then I go to fucking Disneyland. Churro goes to Disneyland, and he sees a fucking T-shirt with Darth Vader sitting in a fucking little kid ride with a lollipop in his hand. Dude, it fucking enrages me because people don't understand what this fucking character does in its own universe. Darth Vader was responsible for a fucking genocide, bro. Like, that's just some crazy shit, dude. You know what I mean? So what I have to keep telling myself, you gotta just fucking not expect anything.
Basically Disney fucking sucks. You can just say it, Churro.
Yeah, Disney fucking sucks. I hate everything about Disney. Well, I would say this. They did. No, Netflix got that 7th season for Clone Troopers. Apparently, Rebels is really good.
We're talking about
Clone
Dave
Wars.
Dave Filoni though, so he's safe. We're not talking about him specifically, just Disney as a whole.
Yeah.
Disney as a whole fucking blows.
Yeah. They're fucking garbage, dude. They just fuck everything over, make it into business, and that's just the American way, which I think is fucking.
Yeah, they don't care if they ruin something like a brand, as long as they make money.
Yeah, and especially right now.
Like right now. Yeah, right now with like that, with like everything they're trying to do, they don't care if they ruin something that's been there for 40 years. If they can make an X amount of money, instead of creating something new, there's no creativity and originality with them anymore.
It's all business for them, dude. They're trying to make up for what they lost.
Yeah, it's all corporate.
Yeah, and obviously we could all see it in the fucking sequel trilogy. It's like a lot of the shit that they introduced makes no fucking sense, dude. You know what I mean? But the thing is, Disney will fucking spend years shoving it down our throats, and a lot of us that play DOT will see it. They will fucking make sure that you understand that this is what the direction they want. They want to make it so that Rey is like this big, fucking great character. Trust me, dude. I think that the actors that they picked are perfect. But why are you gonna fucking recycle what this fucking entire franchise is based on? It was a fucking recycle series. That's all it was. There was nothing unique about it. And then they introduced this fucking diet. That shit is fucking stupid. Anyway, but it's a very sensitive topic because Star Wars is fucking awesome. I just hope that they fucking don't mess it up, dude. That's really, I really don't want to see. I think that this show, if we see flashbacks, it's understandable. If we see situations where I would compare it to if you haven't seen this, Samurai Jack. It would make sense to me where there's scenes where there's no dialogue. You just hear the wind, the environment, and you would see Obi-Wan Kenobi just going about it. But it drags you in so that the next scene is like him thinking about, dude, I fucking chopped this kid up. Dude, I saw him kill his wife. She died. Now I have to watch over this. Dude, just think about it, dude. You were manipulated by the evil you were trained to defend against and didn't know it up until children were literally slaughtered and people were fucking killed, man. So it's like it's very difficult to think that.
Yeah, Churro, you're getting your hopes up and you think Disney's gonna go into some shit like that.
Yeah, they're not, you know, so it sucks. It fucking sucks, dude, because they're not gonna fucking do it. You know what I mean? It's just gonna be cute and it's gonna be like, oh great. Be like
they're gonna hope nostalgia pays the bills with this one.
Oh, what was it? I think Disney mentioned one time about how like they can't allow dismemberment or whatever because it's, you know, too graphic or it's not like it's not. Oh, hold on, but it's like
sorry.
It's not in Star Wars. But then I'm like, it literally dismemberment and killing in every single movie. Oh, actually, no. Now I remember. There was a reason why they didn't have dismemberment in their most recent Star Wars games, because it said it was like there was no dismemberment in the movies, and I'm like, have you guys not watched your own fucking movies?
It's not their movies, bro. That's the thing.
But I'm talking about like all the other ones.
None of those are theirs. That's the problem. I don't know, man. It's a fucked up situation to be in with Star Wars, man. It fucking sucks. And honestly, my standards are extremely low. But my wants are very high. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
yeah, even though your standards are low, your hopes are low, it's still going to be under.
Yeah.
I don't know why they just don't stick to what they're good at.
They're not good at... Disney isn't good at anything, bro. They just fucking know how to make everything. They don't know how to be original.
That's like Harley Davidson saying, hey, we're going to start building airplanes. Like, no, you're not. Fuck. Like, stick to your shit. Bless you.
Excuse me. Like that all fucking day, dude. Anyway. Yeah, dude, it's just some fucking sensitive ass topics, you know? Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, it's just crazy, dude. I mean, it's unfortunate, man. It's such a loss. But it is what
So
it
in
is.
the next one, who's the villains in Batman? Churro?
Damn, dude. I think it's gonna be Hush.
Who's getting introduced on both sides? Like, do you think Robin gets introduced?
No. I think, okay, this is what I'm thinking. Give me 1 second real quick. Let me refresh the page. Hold on. 1 second, real quick, guys. Give me 1 second. Cool. What villain would get introduced?
Because I mean, Joker's coming in. It's just if they ease him in or if they make it about him. Like, who was the girl in the at the end when she's sitting in the cell?
Well, technically, that should be Harley Quinn. Because what happened?
That's what I'm thinking, but
right.
I think it might be Ivy though.
No, it should be Ivy. It should be, in my personal opinion, it should be Ivy. Ivy Quinn or whatever. Because she was a nurse there, and he manipulated her. Joker manipulated her, and that's how she fell in love and got obsessed with him. So I think that would be Harley, and that's how he gets himself out, and that's the second movie.
Well, I'm talking about the girl that's already in the cell. The girl who's in the cell already, who's a prisoner now.
Oh, I don't.
Oh, you didn't watch the end. Never mind.
No, dude, there was
Fucking Churro, you left that
You're
early.
You're fucking tripping. There was no girl at the end.
Yeah, there was. That's why I was thinking it was Ivy, because
right now.
She was like a psychiatrist.
Right.
Yeah, and then he pushes her in the vat of the stuff and makes her go crazy.
That's Harley Quinn.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the girl who's in the cell already. She's already in the cell.
I'm gonna have to look this up. You said post-credit scene? The post-credit scene was a whole website thing. The deleted scene is the one with the Joker where he brings a file to Joker.
Yeah, that's deleted. I'm happy they didn't put that in there.
Yeah, me too. Well, if it's Ivy,
I'll send it to you on Discord, Churro.
Yeah.
I'll find it.
How does Ivy get her powers? Bird, do you know?
I do not remember.
I forget, yeah.
Crazy. How's everybody?
If you watch the show Gotham, it breaks down the basis of everything. It shows you how a lot of that stuff happens.
Go back and watch Gotham. At least maybe look up some fucking YouTuber that like breaks it down for you. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Relax, screen. Get some comments coming in. Chat real quick. Ricky Butler says, I have Almrand at 60 and 5 extra. Thinking it would be better prestige for Oceanus. Ricky, my 2 cents is this. You need to learn how to use the Titan in order to make it effective. So if you want a top tier attacker, he's definitely one of them. But honestly, from what it seems to me, Alvarax is the attacker right now.
Well, in Almrand, do you have the relics that you need for it? That's what it comes down to.
As always, you would definitely need to get the fucking Prancing Knight, that you have enough armor piercing, and everything. And you gotta also, I've noticed that the trick to Almrand is also keeping Necromancer alive, the ice version of Necromancer. So yeah, just look up some videos. There's videos out there for stuff. But
well, and then the thing is, do you have Reaver? If you have Reaver, you don't need Oceanus.
yeah, but Reaver, yes, that's true. However, the other side of it is that you need Reaver at P10 and absolutely need the Dragonfly, and that also turns into the discussion of speed. Is that defense can buy you enough time to make a difference and stay positive? And if you're just trying to fucking ensure that no one hits you, then yeah, definitely work on. If you're not in a war team, then you don't have to worry about it. So.
Well, you still don't want to waste all your prestige food because it's not easy to come by anymore.
And then you add on the fact that, like, what else is there to prestige in? You know what I mean? That's like,
right. Yeah. Well, if you don't have an attacker, Almrand's good. If you don't have, Calvarax or maybe Nexus with everything, Almrand's very good. If you have Calvarax, you don't need Almrand. If you have Nexus with everything, you don't need Almrand.
Which comes back around to, like, I can't decide what I want to use all my prestige on.
Well, then...
pretty much just give me your account and I'll figure it out for you.
Well, then what do you have available for prestige? Like, what are the counts, like, for poison and fire, blah, 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 yeah? Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to give you that homework. Go in and fucking count your prestige. How much fire prestige for you? How much physical and all that shit?
Fire, there ain't nothing worth prestiging.
Do I just count everything, or just the stuff I'm willing to prestige away?
Just what you're willing to prestige away,
right? Yeah, because I know you don't want to get rid of certain Titan for whatever reason. Don't get rid of it. Yeah, whatever you're willing to get rid of it. Excuse me.
I know one thing. If Sekhmet ever comes back out, I'm gonna have. It's over. I got 7 of these bad boys just sitting here.
I fucking love Sekhmet, bro. She was fucking.
Sekhmet was such a cool design, and they fucking butchered it, man.
I fucking hate the fact that I had to use her prestige food, but I had to.
Ares was a cool design too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
They had him teased for like a while before they finally released him, though.
But they did that one right, though. You know what I mean? Oh, hold on.
What, Ares?
Yeah. Let me get back to chat real quick, guys. Sorry. Brain Game. What game is that? We were talking about Clash of Beast. Dopey says, I watched some videos on YouTube. The Beast Tower defense looks so lame. No matter how you polish it, Curtis still. I'm sorry, Dopey. I'm reading this fucking super late. Look, dude, you're right. Look, the game is cute. That's what it is. It looks cute, but it's it's solid, man. You know, every minute you spend, you're actually making more than you are spending and stuff. Good game. He says you could try League of Legends, Wild Rift for your phone. I don't know what League of Legends is. Let me just describe it real quick. Brain of Game says Wild Rift is cool if you're in to that style of game. It's probably the best in its class. Crossout Mobile is pretty awesome. What is Wild Rift and what is Crossout Mobile? Undead World Hero Survival is cool if you with the zombies. Different style game. I don't know what the fuck that shit is. And then Brain Game says, I'll lick a stripper butt to practice for $20, but won't buy any gems for DOT. Damn, dude, that says a lot. It says Churro misses you, and it also says probably fucking right, dude. Probably fucking right. Dopey says I refuse to see a new Batman movie because I can't stand the actor that plays a new Batman. I see him and think of Twilight, dude. Well, you're not wrong.
Yes.
You're not wrong. But guess what? I didn't see Twilight. Because I knew.
I think they casted him intentionally, hoping the Twilight crowd would follow in.
I didn't think that, bro. I thought it was just a new character.
Because that way they would get people who aren't into like these. Because Batman is its own thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, but this version of Batman, the diehards are going to love it. But the casuals, like, you know, like the younger kids and stuff, aren't going to watch it because of how like grungy and dark it is. But if it's Twilight inspired, oh yeah, let's watch it. Yeah, I think there was more to that that casting.
Yeah. You know what, dude? I agree with that 100%. I agree with it because it also resembles a flimsy ass fucking Batman. It really does. And it just reiterates the whole setup of it being year 2 of him being a Batman. He's just as fucking.
And that's why I think they're going to bring Robin straight in, because I think like he's going to need help because he was a fucking goofball in this one.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And that's why like the year it's set in, I don't know, because like the cars and everything are older.
It's weird.
But like the TVs are older, but then he's got the contacts that do the contact he gave her and the computer, and it's like, well, there was a lot of inconsistencies with it technology wise that I'm like, what year is this supposed to be set in?
Right. Yeah, but then again, they're trying to be different, you know, so maybe it's its own year.
Oh yeah, it's definitely different because
so crazy.
Yeah, they need to have Denzel Washington be Robin.
Yeah, right around in a fucking Mustang too.
Yeah.
Deals and shit.
Yeah, with double fucking. What guns did he have in that movie?
I don't fucking know. He was fucking badass.
They weren't nines, like,
so
like
my,
just
okay,
like
short
double
story.
Desert Eagles.
Yeah. Oh, I remember being in East LA, dude. So for those who don't know what I'm talking about, Denzel Washington was in one of the best movies ever, Training Day, and we used to go down to East.
No,
LA.
that was Eddie Murphy.
Oh, shut up. You're so ridiculous. And fucking ice. Training Day was based out of East LA, and that's where my uncle lived. And that environment was fucked, dude. I remember going there for the summer, and it was just like, holy shit, man. Like, I saw so much stuff happening. Just during the night, dude. Like, sirens and fucking fighting shit. Crazy. Anyway, one of the afternoons we were gonna go over to Lincoln Park, and we noticed like all these cameras, people dancing. They were at this house, So we saw them filming for the scene where the white boy gets taken to the fucking bathroom and they're about to fucking slaughter his ass in the tub. But they end up, the main cholo ends up calling his little niece or his little cousin, and verifies that this guy saved her from some dude that was trying to rape her in the alleyway. So the scene where you show up to the party, and you see that one girl dancing on the guy's lap in the pink dress, I saw that getting filmed. It was fucking cool, dude. That shit was fucking fire. So Training Day, man. Literally top 5 for me. Film. Doesn't need a sequel. It was relevant. Cool. Denzel was at his prime. He's always been in his... What am I saying? Denzel's always been in his prime. Young Denzel. Yeah, it was cool. Good stuff.
Oh god, I got like over 30 Fire Titans I just don't even need. I got a shit ton.
30? Well...
I have plenty to P10 something.
What Guardian 5-star do you have?
I told you I have them all except for I think just the Ambers I'm missing, or most of them.
I mean, you could P10 Raw. Or you could P10 Hyperion. Or both.
What? I have a P10 or a P7 Hyperion. And I have
Bro, we've already went through this. They both fucking suck.
Yeah. I do have
Actually, I will take this
I
back.
can always P10 a Belobog.
Yeah,
Belobog's a gangster for speed raids.
I mean, if you already have Everdor, I have Belobog at P10 in my second account, and he's fucking baller as fuck, for sure. But again, shout out to Darshigon. I do think that they had intentions of introducing what's it called, Excalibur, as the offensive 5-star relic for Paladin. And I think we were going to be introduced into a Paladin meta before all this shit went down. I really believe
Missed opportunity.
No, dude. Hey, Bert, can I ask you a sincere question?
Okay.
Okay. Do you sincerely feel that this game is going to turn around and come back?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure at this point, like, it's basically going to keep going until the population drops below a certain margin, and then it's going to turn it off. I know it sounds bad, but that's probably what's going to happen.
Right. But I think that's a very healthy and realistic way of seeing things.
Now, will I continue to play this game until the last day? Yeah, probably.
Are you still over with the NTG?
Yep.
Want to visit my Rest Alliance that we're trying to promote and get it to Master season?
Nah, I'm not. I'm basically just doing the bare minimum at this point. Just get my VP. If we are lucky, we can get a 4-star Titan. That's not really going to be useful at all to me. But I'm kind of just going through the motions at this point, trying to max my level.
Now, obviously, you are involved with, a leadership role in NTG and stuff, which is a very well-established alliance. What's your feel with the players? Do you think they are just hoping that it comes back, or do you think people are over it? What do you think it stands for?
I think most people are just assuming it's just done. We keep losing more and more people gradually. People are retiring, and it's making it harder to keep a team like NTG War, like have a decent enough people to actually go for VP. Which is why we have to constantly have to jump to a smaller server, which is a hassle. Then you gotta get everyone to move every week.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It does suck. Man. Very upset. Very, very, very sad. But, I mean, I don't know. I said I was here to the end. I'm down to
A
do
funny
it.
joke. It's Extinction. He retired his mini. I think is what he did. Thought that was funny.
He retired his mini?
I think he said he retired one of his accounts, and then when after he had it leave, he was his other account was like, yeah, that dude's such an asshole. I'm glad he's gone. And I'm just like, oh my god,
Wow.
why?
I feel like Extinction was one of those, what is it? Silent killers? He was way worth more than he ever fucking said anything. He was always just down. Yeah, I'm down. Cool. Would perform every fucking season, and you're like, dude, you like? Yeah, everything's cool. God damn it, dude. What the fuck, man? Really? Yeah, everything's fine. I'm like, okay, is there anything we can improve on? No, everything's cool. Ah, love that guy, man. A lot of good stuff, man. Unfortunately, yeah, it sucks. But
Oh,
yeah,
I'm
it's
getting
great to have
tired.
people. Well, I mean, I appreciate, as always, in the streams, I definitely like to emphasize the fact that I appreciate, everybody coming back, hanging out, just chilling. For those, especially special shout out for those who are watching the stream at a later time, even just to listen, dude. I really, really appreciate it. But I'm about to die. Hold on. Who's left? Run. This is fun. What's that? That's ZEUS. Perfect. Okay. Boom.
Whereas anyone watch the new Halo TV series? How do you feel about that? Or not interested?
Dude, so I saw the...
I heard it's amazing.
I heard the exact...
I'm not even joking. Yeah, I heard it was like, if you're into that kind of shit, it's amazing.
I have mixed feelings about it.
So we got to finally see the actor that will represent Master Chief, correct?
Yeah,
That's actually me in real life.
Right, yeah, with the fucking 8-pack and everything.
I don't mind the actor himself. I just don't appreciate the fact that they have his helmet off so often. It's really annoying.
I don't know, dude. I saw the actor's face. It's just when you're representing a character like Master Chief, like there needs to be a little bit more to it. Like maybe he looks more alien or something, but like he looked like some fucking dude at a dive bar for me. Like that's what I thought. Like he's a fucking dive bar kind of drinker. Like ugh.
No matter whoever was, cast as, Master Chief, someone would have hated it. So I don't, blame him for, people saying like, whether he's a good choice or not. But I'm like, the Master Chief, yes, he takes off his helmet, but you never actually see it in the games. So they should have just kept it in like, ambiguous and just not shown his head or shown his face like forward. Like they should have just had him like take his helmet off and only show the backside. This is my personal opinion.
I agree with that 1,000,000%. I don't think Master Chief... I don't think he has a face. I think he's a fucking android or some...
Or have you If you see a
So-
joke, it's underneath his helmet is another helmet.
I would have preferred that over the fucking little fucking prick that is gonna. I'm sorry, dude. He just looks too flimsy. And Master
In the
Chief is-
game, didn't Master Chief die and they brought him back to life?
No.
No, he always
You
escaped.
sure? When he
He
wakes
always
up?
escaped. He always got away. Yeah, that was his thing. He always was on the brink of like dying, and then like either Cortana sacrificed herself, or he fucking like escaped the fucking flood or some shit like that. But he never really got to the point of almost dying. That's why I'm thinking
Spartans never die. They just go missing in action.
I thought the ones for fucking what's the one game where all those Spartans were around? One chick with the
You're talking
robotic
about
arm.
Reach.
Yeah, I thought they all died.
Oh yeah, of course they died, but you don't the whole phrase, Spartans never die.
Oh well, I don't know the whole phrase.
But
Bird, let me ask you something off topic.
okay,
Did you ever buy that ring?
which one?
There's a really badass ring. You were asking about. I think it was for Halo.
Was it the skull ring?
The skull ring. Yeah. You were asking.
Yeah, I
myself.
bought it.
Oh, good. Okay. Glad you did.
I have it. It's in my drawer. I jokingly told people that I was also going to buy the $4,000 one ring from Lord of the Rings that I found. That was like 18 karat gold or something.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, wouldn't it be nice to have one of these rings? But this is also someone coming from who wants to spend like $400 on a chess set just because it looks badass.
Bro, investing into chess is never a fucking loss. So if you still have the currency for that, I highly recommend it.
Investing in anything you care about is never a loss.
But this is chess. This is got.
It don't matter. Look how everybody used to clown Pokemon cards
This is
fucking
true.
15 years ago after they dropped. Now, if you have your original, I wish I had my OG Pokemon cards. I literally don't know what I did with them. I think I threw them away. I probably threw away $40,000.
Oh God!
I lost that about that much in 8th grade because actually a good friend of mine. I ended up finding out he ended up stealing. I had 2 Charizards, holographics, mint condition. And
First edition?
Yeah, dude, first edition. This was back in 90, 99, 98. I was in middle school. I traded a fucking Eevee for a fucking Charizard, dude. And then I traded a Vaporeon holographic for a Charizard. And I had they were in my binder, and then I fucking go to recess.
Yeah, you were just straight ripping people off. That's karma, bro.
Yeah, that's probably right. You're probably right. Yeah, probably right. Who would have thought?
No,
that would have been
what I did was even worse. I knew the rare candy cheat, and then my neighbor didn't know, so I would trade him. I would do the cheat for him, and then I'd be like, "You got to give me a card," and then he just kept giving me cards.
Yeah, that shit was crazy, dude. That card game was
Yeah, and I don't even know what I did. We moved, and I think I left him at my old house.
I mean, I remember having the original, Fire version, and I remember getting karma because, I guess it was like unintentional. So I finally got the that one link cable from one Game Boy to the other, so you could trade. And one of my
The system link.
Yeah, system links. And then one of my friends and I were trying to collect everything. He had the blue version, I had the red version. But then he was like, "Hey, I'll give you, if I start a new game, I'll give you all the starters, and then we'll keep doing that, and you'll have a bunch of starters, trade it back, 100%." But we didn't realize that every time you started a new game, it would save it. So whatever last save you had, it was gone. So I had a bunch of starters, and he had lost everything. He had just gotten to the Elite Four. He was a huge Pidgeot fan and everything. Lost all that shit. Crying his eyes out. And I didn't know. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like, and then I told, and the only way I was able to fix it was like, dude, I'll restart my game. So I sat there with him, and I'm like, look, I'm gonna reset my game. And then that's what we did.
Hold on, what do you mean? Well, how are you guys trading all the starters and not restarting your game to begin with?
Well, the thing was, it's like we were starting new games so that we could get the new starter, but we didn't know that there's a certain point in the old games where you had to save it and it reset everything because it only, it didn't have multiple slots or anything. So it's like it had one save game available. So the thing was that he had just beat the Elite Four with his Blastoise and all that shit. And he lost it all because he was like, yeah, I'll help you out to collect it, but then you help me out. I'm like, I'm down. But he sacrificed his game, and we didn't realize that. And yeah, dude, he was super bummed. So I fucking spent all this hours getting this thing to fucking 100, and we didn't know that
I still don't understand. One of you had to reset your game the whole time if you're gonna trade your starters.
My friend, the one with the Blastoise, he had to reset every time, but we didn't catch on after like the fucking nearly like 7th reset. We're like, he was like, hey yo, I don't see my fucking Pokemon. And then I was like, what do you mean? Like, they should be right there. And he kept trying to reload with the new save, and it was a new game. And I was like, holy shit, I just fucking put you through that, So,
yeah, I still, that's weird.
no, it's not. It's not weird. I fucked him over unintentionally. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I never did that with anybody because I had Pokemon Blue. I had some fucked up glitch where I could catch Pokemon higher than level 100 when I would do the rare candy glitch.
But that's a missing note.
Not missing though. No, not missing though. I would catch like Haunters, Mewtwo's, like level 250, and I could keep giving them rare candy, but at a certain point they would reset. So I would get them to like 230 and stop. So when I'd battle people, I'd have 6 Mewtwo's at level 230. I could never lose.
Nah, dude, we had a very it was like an unintentional.
What you should have done was you should have reset your game and traded them all to him, and then he should have traded them back. I don't know why you guys did it the other way around.
Mind you, we were
I don't know why you guys did that either.
School. No, it was just we didn't know what we were doing, dude. That's I hope. I mean, if it sounds like that, yeah, that was it. We didn't know what we were doing. We thought, yeah, this is my save game, and we thought we could have a second save game where we could constantly reset and give me this, and then I'll give you back that for a Pidgey and stuff. And the point is, I fucked them over, and I felt hella bad, so I just reset everything. And then,
realistically, you probably do got to beat the game because there's a lot of stuff you have to pick. Like you got to pick Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee. Mm-hmm. You got to pick,
technically,
Aerodactyl.
One version of the game benefits more because you're just using one version to get what you can't in one. Which is such a fucking weird thing, dude. It was a very interesting concept at the end of the day. I don't know, it was weird. But anyway, yeah, that was just our experience.
They made it where you couldn't get certain Pokemon to it. And then, what we used to do is with the cord, how you would trade Pokemon? You would trade one, and when you would get yours, you'd pull the plug out. So it wouldn't send it to say error, and you get to keep it. And it would just screw the other account over.
Wasn't that the duplication glitch for Emerald during the trade? Do you remember that one?
I'm talking about back when like yellow and red and blue were all there was.
No, there was
in school. Kids used to trade, and then somebody would pull the plug out, and then they'd start fist fighting over it. Our school banned everything Pokemon related.
Yeah. No, dude. For me, I remember there's that glitch. There was some sort of glitch in the Emerald version where you would you were cloning Pokemon. So the thing was, the big ballers figured out how to get what's the word? Like the perfect stats, because I think they had think it was that version, or maybe it was Pearl and Silver or whatever, where they were incorporating, you know, like the profile or whatever, like Brave or like Adamant or whatever, so that you would get like you know, you would breed all these fucking Pokemon in game, and then get like the perfect stats, and then you would clone them, and then people would sell them. People would start cloning all these fucking perfect stat like Charmanders and Bulbasaurs and Pikachus and stuff like that, or legendaries or whatever they could breed.
Well, you can get them all perfect with those the irons and the calciums and the PP up shit.
Yeah, dude, but there is a fucking thing glitch that I'm trying to get at that was like attainable through fucking breeding, and you were able to get like a fucking, you know, perfect like Pokemon of its version, and then like you clone it in the Emerald version, and then people would use that shit to sell, and you know, then that shit got too.
Oh, you can make like unlimited clones of it.
Yes, exactly. And the Emerald version was the game that could fucking spawn like endless amounts of these fucking like, you know, clones and stuff or whatever. Pokemon's a fucking crazy ass game.
What's up, Headbanger?
Is he
Yo,
hearing
yo, yo,
knocking?
yo. Can you hear me knocking? Love that fucking song. Fuck his chance. I'll hit him up.
They got a new Pokemon game coming out.
Chance has been on for a while. He's been online.
Oh, but he's playing Flash right now. Huh? Okay, I know we're on DOT stream, but dude, I need to fucking start putting in the work for fucking the Clash, dude. I can fucking finish.
You really don't have to put much in, Churro. Once you figure it out, it's not. You could spend 15 hours a week and be fucking meta in this game.
Well, the thing with me is that I want to finish Quet's seasonal key thing or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, honestly, if DOT had events, I could do both games. It wouldn't be a hard thing to do.
Are you playing DOT right now, though? Or no?
No, I logged in Monday just to collect my thing. I was just seeing if I could log in because they said they were deleting accounts.
Yeah, just stick to your dailies, dude.
Well, no, they said they were deleting inactive accounts. I was just seeing if mine got deleted. If it was deleted, I was going to file a refund and get my money from the App Store, my $80 I put in the game over 4 years. No, I put 80 in the last year, but before that, I probably put less than 80.
Well, I already told everyone, like, when I issued my refund, I got $300 back because, you know, I like to spend a shit ton of money that I need to. So I was pretty happy about that.
What's that one fucking racing car game that they got? What's it called?
Fast and Furious, Vin Diesel.
Oh, what is that game that like surprisingly makes them decent? Like, for some
Madden.
You're so crazy, dude. Fucking Iceman, dude. You're fucking something else, bro.
Iceman, you should change your name to Pinocchio.
Oh shit.
Hey, Raging Cajun, got an offer for you.
Yeah, what's up?
What are you up to for next season?
Don't know.
You down to help me?
I was gonna
promote
go to. I was gonna go to Legends. Fuck around.
You down to help me out with promoting your show?
On what league?
It's in Champs. I want to get it to Masters, and we have a 3-hour delayed login. So we're crossing our fingers it goes well.
Oh, I can do that.
Invite me in, Churro. I can help.
Yeah, dude. Let's go have some fun, dude. Let's go fucking just.
It's a mission
Basically,
just to move
log
it.
in. I'm gonna log in 5 minutes after and ruin your delayed login.
I love it. I love it.
Ass wipe. No,
Nah.
no, that sounds good. It's that's an easy task.
If anybody
How
out
many
listening,
players?
yeah,
How many players you got?
I think it's like 26, and I think it's like 7 of those are active. The others just dead accounts. But I just want to. There was a season that we fucking, we had a delayed login, but nobody fucking put in the work, and unfortunately we went down. And I just thinking, let's push ourselves back up to Masters and just like, at least get some DTs, for the season.
Well, with a 3-hour delayed login, as long as those 7 active players don't screw it up, I
Right.
think you'll get on the last dead server, and then less than 10 people could actually pull that off.
Yeah, but we want some exemplary players. I would love to have some support too, because I have my my second and third account on there, and I'm just trying to if they're trying, these are like minis in some rest show that they're trying to like get some worth out of it, and they're very supportive, but it's like we can get a reason for them to come back. You might as well. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like a reasonable request. I can do that.
Yeah, dude.
I'm down in I'll lose all my lands, but then again, I'm getting stripped every other fucking day anyway, so it don't matter.
Yeah, it's just the
We gotta-
consequence of being so active.
we gotta-
It's fucking brutal.
Well, we got a team of level 50 players. It's 5 guys, and they just been wreaking havoc down in the lower leagues. They say they're a rest team, but they've been active like 2 times a day, and they hit everybody's fucking castles. It's kind of like being in Legends, except
Well-
we're in fucking Elite.
That's weird.
They're just causing trouble. That's all. They're not trying. They're like ranked 29 or 30. They're not trying for top 10. They're not doing it for the VP. There's no events, so the only reason they're down there is to wreak havoc. You know what I mean? And try to cause a war. So I spotted them immediately. I thought they were a hit squad because there's only 5 guys. And so we started watching them, and then they started, shaving our players and hitting castles and shit. I'm like, they're just trying to start a war. So we told everybody, just ignore them. Don't give them the satisfaction. You know what I mean?
Let's fucking-
Little do you know, it's actually me. And now I got the satisfaction.
It's not you, dude. These guys don't even speak English.
Dude, let's just let's put some people together. Maybe we can get Chance, House, AB if you're down, Headbanger. Let's just get a bunch of us and just have a fucking crazy week. Push for first.
Yeah. Yeah, Churro, do that.
Let's do
Recruit
it, man.
all your friends,
Yeah.
anybody you can, just to move the shell up. But don't invite anybody till after the 3-hour delay is done,
Right,
and then
right.
invite all of us in there. That way we don't screw it up.
Again, if you're listening to this live, and this is technically now April Fool's, not a joke. We're just trying to have a good time, man. Literally, the format of the current game that we have, it's just have fun with what you got. Well, that's my message to everybody. You can't really have fun without relics and stuff, unfortunately. But yeah, I mean, if you're down and interested, let me know. for those out here listening right now, you're more than welcome. And yeah, I'm just trying to support those people that have been, just trying to make sure that their accounts don't go dead, and just have some fun. So, oh yeah, let's do it, man. That'd be fun. That'd be hella fun. You know what I mean? So like, get everybody and just hang out.
Let me give you my PayPal account so you can give me $20 to show up. No, I'm just kidding.
Churro, you're so ridiculous. I've been hanging out with this guy too long, man. You're crazy.
See, now you're catching on, Cajun. Churro already paid me $50 to correct the delayed login.
No, we can't have a churro stream without the $20 joke going on. Because it happens every stream. When you're on, it is.
Oh. Do you really want me to log back in DOT and just wreck your whole team?
Do it, dude. Why not?
You gotta find us.
You seriously gonna let that shit go to waste?
I have a level 50 logo that'll smoke your shit.
This is a really fucking lengthy ass battle. What the fuck's going on?
That's what they need to do to make this game better, Churro. Just get rid of all the 4-star Titans.
No, they need to fucking just... Wow, what the fuck happened? What? Hold on.
How did you not beat that?
I don't know what the hell I was doing. I was just probably too distracted with you guys or something. How did I not beat that? What the fuck?
Why are you running the headsman block, Churro?
Oh, actually, you know what? It'll pop up in the screen. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm wrong, I'll definitely switch it out. This is giving in total 100% elemental damage to the troops. So the first skill is tightening troop all elements damage, and then it's 50% troop all elemental damage. And then I like the fact that this relic is giving 50% health and armor piercing. And everything else is like fucking 30 or fucking 35 armor piercing. The only other relic that I would replace this with is the Bus of ZEUS. But like, I don't think it has the same effect, dude. I think this one has a bigger effect. Because I'm looking
Check your troops.
Okay, so like, it's again, for you watching the stream, there's a 10-second delay. So maidens are doing 352,000 with the headman's block. I was thinking of using Sababa Sigil for the fucking 30% base storm main damage, and then it's giving them 366. But I'm losing out on 50% armor piercing health.
It's
a little bit.
It's April Fool's Day, guys. Did you notice that?
It is. Now, let me go back in. That shit. That was weird.
I'm gonna have to dip out. I'm tired. I'll catch you guys later.
See ya, bro.
Good night.
It was good to see you. Good to hear from you, man.
Nice talking to you guys too.
Absolutely. Later, man.
Later.
Later.
What the fuck?
What about the banner of the lightning banner, Churro? What does that do? That's base on what, 18%?
No, it's troop damage, and then it only gives you 18% armor piercing. Let me run the clock. Hold on. Four, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So here's a trick. The trick is to there.
Want to get your maidens up on Zeus. Get those corrupted Goliaths killed.
Churro's not that good of an attacker.
Well, it's only. But they get there.
Hey, Iceman, I think your camera's on.
Oh shit, it is. I don't know why this thing fucking keeps turning on like this. Disable this. Yeah, I turned it on the other day when I was talking to Chance.
Yeah, because it goes into that different mode where you get blocks of everybody, and it's kind of like video conferencing.
Gotcha.
When one person turns their video on, it switches everybody to like a video conference mode. Because it's a pain in the ass to mute myself.
I think doesn't your lightning storm boost your Titans or something with Zeus? So I think it's better to have your Titans.
See that that's the thing with when it comes to Zeus, it's like it's all about placement and timing. The thing is that like you get a lot out of it every spell. So you have like the lightning bolt, right? That gives depending on how many of his specific relics.
Churro, you need the Staff of Rage instead of that Headsman's block.
Think so? The duration.
Yeah. Yeah, because you already got the other one, the green one.
What? If you did that, what would it change though?
Well, it would just
give you.
Yeah.
It would give you duration, 3 extra rages, and what's the other thing on the staff? Damage output.
Yeah. Maybe that damage output would be much greater than 100%. Okay, well okay.
It's worth the test anyway to try it out, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you definitely suck with this current setup you got.
I mean, I would have already fucking finished this shit with hell. Just way out of the meta. And I'm out of fucking spells too. That's weird.
So right now you need to take one maiden and just start running around the map and it'll start randomly giving you spells. And what's your critical at?
Super low. But my AP is really fucking high.
Or maybe the Staff of Storms, because then every time you drop a lightning spell, you'll get extra damage from the spell.
You're getting a debuff from the spells, and it's capped at 7. So the thing is, the 7 that you get stock are the 7 you want to use as quickly as possible when, like, everything's bundled up, because everything within that.
What's the real high critical relic that gives you high critical?
Instead of this one, I could go with
Council.
I
Council.
could go with
Council Insignia.
It's in there.
Oh, he's already got that. Because you need to switch the banner out
the Divine Geode is high critical, isn't it?
Put the Divine Geo on instead of the banner. Because troop loss means nothing in this.
Now with that Zabava relic, would that boost the special troops, or is it?
It
Now
would.
you're at 100.
They don't get boost like with mate. Oh no, I guess they don't. That's Omega trips that do that. Yeah.
What's your spells, Churro?
All rage. I'm thinking of taking at least one, maybe one. Nah, dude. Because the thing is,
No, I think you're good to go now.
Yeah, should be good to go. Because I'm getting 100% crit. Let me see. All right.
That 100% crit's going to be times 3 plus the rage, but the duration's going to be high.
Yeah.
You just got to save them until you get all your debuffs out.
So the debuffs are only... Okay, so I gotta run the clock, get all the 10 Omegas out, bundle them, and what I could do is, I would say 3 storm spells, debuff them, knock them out, activate the corrupted, but up my armor piercing because of the Council Insignia. Or I could distract the Omegas and then take on the regular Goliaths and use their deaths to up the fucking what's it called, the armor piercing. Get this right real quick. There. That's 1, 2. Should be 9. Alright. They're right there. So now she's holding there. Crazy to think where this game is going, man.
What, down the drain?
Not really.
See, now you're starting to get some damage. Use your rages, Churro. Oh, you got death timers on you.
Mm-hmm. From the queen. Going. Going. All right, go. Here we go. Second.
Use your spells. Use your rage.
Mm-hmm. Okay, go. 1, 2, 3. That's 30%. The problem is that these fucking the maidens, they always freeze, dude. Keep going. Going. Focus, come on.
You got to get something on that Goliath and get your maidens away.
Come on, dude. See, that's the fucked up part. The one fucking match, but I can't get to him. These things are gonna fucking die if they touch him, dude. Look at that.
Yeah, try to pull everything away to bait him out.
He's stuck in there, dude. Look at him.
Dawn of glitch.
Fucking glitch, bro. Bubble says I was thinking of taking Loki to P10. Just have fun with him, but I'm still holding back. I don't even know, bro. It's up to you, man. It's up to you, man. It's all good. Whatever you want to do. A fucking good build, man. P8. Queen is the essential part. The map has a lot to do with it. Fuck it. Funny. What happened to Headbanger? Where's he at? What's going on, man? Come on. cheese maidens. Base real quick. Nothing. Days got reset. Let's get those dailies done real quick. Castle to hit. Deleting the train. Let's go. Ethan. 1, 2, 3. Boom. So I can find a cheap ass castle.
Go in the red zone.
Ooh, there it is. There it is. This one I'll find. There we go. Daily's done. Alright. A little bit of a special for tonight. Especially for those that watch until the end. Let's fucking pull up 15K. Let's do it. Actually, you know what? Let's get a poll. Let's get a poll going. Let's see who's still awake. Do a little poll. Little poll action.
Now you're gonna make me bring up YouTube again, and so I can vote.
What's left? Physical. Find out what's going on. Sign out. See what everybody thinks I should pull. Oops.
What's the options?
Oh, yeah.
Physical and Earth.
And a 15K, and then if I think
Unless Churro gets 50 votes, then he'll use his red gems and pull all elemental.
What are you gonna use Earth on? Gaia? What?
Nothing, dude. There's nothing to use Earth on. But I mean, might as well see what.
Gaia and who else? That's it, right?
Lithitar.
Oh, you're crazy.
Oh yeah, dude. Or Life Spark? No, no Life Spark.
No. Voldan. If you get a P7 Voldan, it can take down anything in the game.
Yeah, his 10 times.
Oh boy.
Let me use a fast.
Yep. Triple crit.
He offers 300% spell damage. No, I'm just kidding. I would go with physical because you got more options to use it on. Just saying. What are you working on anyway? That's the big question.
Ooh, Churro? I don't know what he's working on.
Yeah, because if you're working on something and you want to prestige it or whatever, then there's your answer. I don't know. I don't see much use for Earth. I got all these Earth relics and none of them are leveled because I don't use them.
Well, there was never nothing to use Earth stuff on other than Hachiman, Gaia, and Kronos.
Yeah, that's the three. Yeah, Kronos. Yeah, I do have a Kronos. I got two of them. I got the old one and the new one.
Well, before Nexus came out, my Kronos was a gangster.
Yep.
Like only a high level hell was taking it out. There was nothing else going to really chomp it.
Yeah. But now
You still had to
Cavalry's
run
pretty
around.
much whacked in.
Yeah, and you had to run around and do, yeah. I mean, I had a P10 Kronos with the armor build, and that was back. You know, it was tough to beat.
It's still a time waster, though.
I mean, clearly, if you're sticking to one,
Not
Titan,
really.
I am. Well, that's the thing, is that we have a roster of Titans you can use, right? So,
Yeah, Kronos now with Calrex. I mean, what is it? A 1 minute battle?
I
maybe
think so.
maybe a
It's
minute.
pretty
30.
ridiculous. Pretty ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
Just the fucking plowing of Goliaths and stuff, and that's just the fucking disadvantage I think that single units always had, was that battalion units had 3 times charge, but they had a different way of being, I don't know, whatever. Point being, it's not as easy. But it is what it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the physical because you can put it on Corthan.
Well, I'm not getting any votes, so if it is what it is, we'll see. Damn, dude, that's fucking kind of fucking. Anyway, I didn't.
Dude, I haven't drank in a week, man.
I need to do that. I think that's gonna be
That's because I paid a trip to the dispensary.
Oh wow. Yeah, I think. Yeah, you know what? I need to take a week off. Just having a beer here, gotten a beer there. Nothing crazy.
That's what I do on my days off.
You know, it's kind of weird though. Like when you're an adult, it's just booze is just rewarding. Just nice to take a shot and have a beer at the end of the day. For me, at least. Other people don't like drinking. I understand that. Each their own. But for me, at the end of the day, it's like did all this at work, things are taken care of. I handle business at home and everything. And to end the night where everybody's asleep, it's quiet, take a shot of beer. It's great.
Yeah, I reserve that to the my days off kind of situation,
Mm-hmm. All right, well, I'm closing the poll. We're not pulling shit. Fuck that.
Ain't nobody up, man.
Yeah. All right, one more battle, and I'm wrapping up on tonight, and that's it. Anybody wants to hang out in Discord afterwards, you're more than welcome to.
All right, Churro, good enough. Raging, I'll see you later, brother.
All right, brother. Have a good night, man.
What do you take off?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was reconnecting my Bluetooth. Sometimes it randomly just shuts off, and I can't hear shit. And then I hear my phone squawking.
For sure.
Well,
All right.
I got cheap headphones, so.
Yeah. That happens. All right, y'all. Anyway.
Are you gonna wrapping it up?
Yep, wrapping it up. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Been a great stream. Hanging out again, reminiscing, brainstorming, shooting out ideas and everything else. I will be back next week, as you always know. Sign up for the Discord. Stay up to date when I'm going to go live. Any changes, we'll definitely make it a point to update everybody ahead of time. Again, it's hard. It's a little challenging to be playing this game, especially because there's no direction. But again, we could always have a good time, hang out, chat, and stuff. So that's the purpose of this stream. However, anybody sticking around and coming back and checking out at a later time, shout out to you. Appreciate that. Everybody that was here live Thank you very much. In Discord, we had Rachel Cajun, we had Birdie hanging out with us.
Booyah.
Iceman. Thank you guys for keeping me company and having a good time. Head Banker, definitely always a supporter of the streams. And yeah, you guys are all great. Finishing thought, ending thoughts and stuff. Everybody, please be careful. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Talk to you guys next time. All right. Peace.
Peace out.
Are we offline now?